Welcome back to the Springdale Public Schools television pregame show. Joining me is Coach Brett Hobbs. And Coach, I don't think you have to build this one up very much. It's an inner-city battle. It's one of those games that you really don't have to talk to your kids too much about. They just know.
Yeah, they absolutely do. This is one of the games that they have circled from the beginning of the year. Whenever after we get done playing, they're always looking at the scores to see what. So, yeah, you're exactly right. I don't have to really say anything to get them motivated, to get them going. And I think everybody on both sides of town understands, what this week is and what this game represents.
As the week goes along, you can sort of feel the tension building up. And it's a big game for both teams.
Right.
They're 0-2 in conference play. You're 1-1. 2 wins has been the mark to get you into the playoffs. This is a huge game for both teams.
Yeah, it really is. And, I feel like we're in a very close situation with where they're at right now. This is, even though it's a big rivalry game and everybody's excited, there's a lot of implications, for this game and how postseason will play out.
Yeah, this is one of the weird years in the conference. We don't get a lot of chalk upsets in there. Rogers goes and beats Fayetteville last week. Heritage beats Har-Ber. It's going to be an interesting race as we go forward. And how do you compartmentalize that? Because every Friday you're looking back at the standings to see where you are.
Right, and I think I think the parity between the league is really good. As far as I don't think that there's just an absolute dominant force or team. I think there's a lot of really good teams in our conference. I think that each week is going to be a battle, and it's going to be a battle of attrition throughout the year as far as who can outlast and who's going to be able to have depth and be lucky with no injuries.
I know one of the things you're excited about is your defense, which really played well last week.
They did.
Didn't show up on the scoreboard, but you're talking about 3 turnovers. You're talking about a couple of sacks, and number 6 keeps popping up all over the place, Datrion Woodford.
Man, I'm telling you, it was so good to have him back and but at 100% too. He was all over the place. I mean, he had an interception. He had
2 sacks.
Yep, 2 sacks.
Yeah.
He had over 10 tackles. Whenever you have a dynamic player like that, obviously it helps, but it also, the other guys will feed off that. And, our defense, we really need somebody to kind of set the tone, make a big play, and then I think it just kind of snowballs and people react off that.
We were getting close to one of those stats that nobody wants to hear about, and we were almost at a calendar year without an interception 2 weeks ago. You've got 5 in the last 2 weeks. What's the key to that? Are guys just getting comfortable back there? Because it seems like now they're all around the football.
Right. I think it has a little bit to do with the scheme and the coverage. We're playing a lot more zone coverage to where we're able to have eyes not only on our receivers but can also read the quarterback at times. I think that's probably the biggest thing. But also, like you mentioned, just feeling comfortable in the scheme and in the coverage. And, of course, Coach Chick and Coach Watson, they've done a great job. Also, Coach Middleton with the linebackers. So, hopefully we can continue that trend moving forward.
Another guy that's getting comfortable after coming back from injuries, Brandon Lauder. He started to show up on the film last week. Couple of big hits. Michael Dickerson delivers a big hit at the end of the game.
Yeah,
there's guys back at their natural positions. Got to be helping the speed of the defense.
It really does. And, whenever you have those guys that had so much experience last year as sophomores, that always helps you out. And, having those guys back, I think it lifts everybody's spirits a little bit, but especially that presence that Lauder has, right there in the middle and how physical he is, but can also run too, especially when he's at 100%.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun to watch when they're flying around.
Yeah.
Tevin's now playing some defensive end and pass rush situations. But a guy that both Coach Robert Johnson and I love to watch is Alex Guevara. He's a little fire hydrant in there, and he's always around the football. He's plugging up the middle.
No, he's done a fantastic job. And, as a sophomore nose guard, it's not the most high-profile position to where, it's similar to an offensive lineman. You're doing a lot of the dirty work, so that way, the other players can look good. And I tell you, he has taken that role. He's just a hard-nosed football player, a kid that loves Springdale Bulldogs, and, somebody that we know he's going to go out there and give 100% every single time he's out there.
Tonight sort of plays into that old school Bulldog mentality where you're going to have a Har-Ber team that likes to come downhill at you. And this seems to be the kind of thing that will, funnels right into your strengths, which is the middle of your defense and your linebacker.
Yeah, and I think that we've done a really good job in the run game this year. Of course, with them trying to get downhill, you're going to leave some one-on-one matchups, with their receivers. But I also like the way our corners have been playing. I think Zamarian is an outstanding cover corner. And Tajon, with his 3 years of experience, that's going to help. But you're right. We've got to be able to, get downhill, match their physicality. And, it's going to be similar on our side of the ball as well.
We're going to talk about the Har-Ber Wildcats coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Springdale Public Schools Television.
Good old Mother Nature and time. Two elements that are unforgiving to any fence. At Sands Fencing, we know Northwest Arkansas can have some crazy weather. That's why we build beautiful quality custom fences designed to stand strong against tough.
Welcome back to the Springdale Public Schools Television pregame show. Joining me is Coach Brett Hobbs. And Coach, I don't think you have to build this one up very much. It's an inter-city battle. It's one of those games that you really don't have to talk to your kids too much about. They just know.
Yeah, they absolutely do. This is one of the games that
Whether you're new in town or your roots run deep, here's the number you need to keep. Call Sands Fencing today. Get a Sands fence at your place.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
Welcome back to the Springdale Public Schools television pregame show. Continue our conversation with head coach Brett Hobbs. And Coach, said at the open of this, you really don't have to build this one up very much. This is a game that gets your players' attention. You were here in 2018, the last time that Springdale defeated Har-Ber. What are your memories from that game?
Boy, I tell you what, we showed the team that film last year. Just about, continue to play the game. I think the thing that stands out to me the most is how our kids just continued to fight, continued to play, never really lost, faith or hope. And, because we were down multiple scores with 3 minutes left to go in the game, and, we were able to make some stops or a stop on defensively. But just the excitement, from the kids, just the relief as well. I tell you, it's definitely up there with one of the greatest wins as far as, in my coaching or playing career.
Now, last year, you had a 2-score lead at the end, same sort of situation. When you're talking to your team prior to the game today, is that even going to come up? Hey, guys, we got to finish. We got to continue playing no matter what the score is.
We do talk about it, and, I think it's one of these games where you don't have to say too much. Although I've been really trying to stress, especially yesterday in our team meeting, as far as, hey, we've got to treat this like, another game. Every game that we play is going to be the most important game of the year. And this week it's going to be Har-Ber. Next week, it's going to be Rogers. So, we've got to focus on this week, trying not to, listen to the outside noise. Just focus on ourselves, trying to get better this week and be prepared for a great game on Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be a real emotional game. And how do you the first couple of minutes? I mean, guys are going to be flying around. Guys are going to be real jacked up to get out and hit people. As a coach, how are you keeping your guys like, hey, guys, let's keep our heads, nothing silly early, that sort of thing. Let's settle in.
Yeah, and I think, that's the expectations that we have, throughout the year in each and every game. And I think as we continue to preach that and let them know that, that's how we're going to play, I think they do a good job with it. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, we're going to have to, when at the start of the game, we got to make sure we don't get too high, and that way it doesn't bring us back too low. We've got to, take the initial punch, or so to speak, or take that physical or first punch and then kind of settle in, because it's going to be a long game, 4 quarters, 48 minutes. A lot can go on throughout that game, so we got to be ready for it. A lot of ebbs and flows in this series over the last couple of years. And let's talk about them, specifically or offensively. This is a downhill running team. They like to get outside when they can, but, at their core, it's pin and pull, and they're just going to run it until you stop it. Yeah, and I think their offensive line, I think Jake Fontenopoulos, I think he might be a 2-3 year starter for them. He does a great job on the offensive line, biggest kid that they've got. Of course, Luke Adams, their fullback, he's a really big physical kid, but can also, do some things in the passing game or on the perimeter. Of course, you've got 2 really good running backs with Hudson Brewer, 28 Carlton, and then Luke Buchanan. I mean, he's a returning all-conference player for them, which he can hurt you more so with his feet, but he also does a great job as far as getting the wide receivers the ball. You got Wood, and then also Cook that have potential to make big plays as well.
Now, they've struggled a bit defensively. Some of it may be due to competition. Some of it, they've had some breakdowns in the secondary. When you look at them on film, what's the first thing you notice?
I think it's a group that plays extremely hard. I do feel like, at some positions they're a little undersized, but I think they are physical. They will switch up as far as they'll be in a 4 front, they'll be in a 3 front. I'm really impressed with, of course, Wilmoth, the defensive end. I think he does a great job. They do a great job of squeezing down and taking away that inside run and allowing the linebackers to do what they do best, and that's run to the football. But also, which number 3, their safety, who plays offense and defense, I think he's an outstanding football player.
Yeah, they score some points. They've given up some points. In a rivalry game like this, how important is it for you guys to get that first initial, as you called it, a punch, deliver rather than receive?
Right, and I think, what I try to tell them is, hey, we want to set the tone for the game, all right? And that's going to be whether we are kicking off or receiving. And, I know that there's going to be a lot of emotion. There's going to be a lot of intensity out there, and I think that our guys will be so excited and ready to go that they'll definitely deliver that punch.
Well, Coach, enjoy tonight. We'll be up top yelling and screaming as usual.
All right.
You're watching the Springdale Public Schools pregame show. Kickoff's coming up.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Climax at the NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Climax the NWA and climaxthenwa.com.
Are you tired of being turned down for mortgage loans? Advantage One Mortgage is here for you. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. Call Advantage One Mortgage today.
It's Smoothie King time!
At Whole Pet, we're an independently owned family business located in Arkansas. We're passionate about helping dogs and cats live their healthiest and best lives.
Just so friendly and professional. They have such a good selection of healthy dog foods and treats, toys, grooming.
From healthy foods and treats to supplies to luxurious spa grooming services and more, you and your pet will leave happy after getting the most professional and courteous service around. Whole Pet in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith.
Good evening. I'm Connor Jenkins, host of the weekly Wildcat Sports Network Coaches Show.
I'm Brian Tapia, director of the BDSN Weekly Coaches Show.
With us tonight is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats.
As well as Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs.
And thanks for being here, Brian. I thought it might be fun to speak with these very experienced guys and reminisce about the tradition of this game and what it means for the city.
I think they're calling us old.
Facts.
We are old.
Not at all, but we have heard that, Donald, you actually have played in Springdale. Tell us a little about what it was like for you, and when did this become a tradition?
Yeah, I played in Springdale long before Har-Ber. Back kind of when we were gladiators, so to speak. It seems to be more of a precision game now, but I played for Gerald Williams at Bulldog Stadium back in the 80s and the 90s. But the tradition really started for Har-Ber and Springdale in 2006, I believe.
2006, yeah, when the school split. And Donald's being modest. Donald is not only a Hall of Famer here in Springdale, he's the author of one of the greatest plays in Springdale football history in a playoff game in 1989 against Pine Bluff, against the then national player of the year, Basile Shabazz, tackled him at the 10-yard line. It's one of the plays that goes down in lore, and I know on it, in any given year you hear about that play 20 times.
I got it on my phone if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah. We'll have it ready for it. We'll cue it up.
Great.
Mm-hmm. And so, Zach, what is it like for you being a commentator? You commentated for 8 years for the Springdale Bulldogs. Tell us about your experience, especially with this rivalry.
Yeah, I'm not from Springdale. I'm from the East Coast. I came to school here. I knew about Gerald Williams and Springdale. I read up on Springdale tradition, and it's so much fun to see the enthusiasm, especially for this game. Tonight we'll have 10,000 people in the stadium. Thing will be full. The box will be shaking. It's a really interesting rivalry. It's one of the best rivalries that we have in Northwest Arkansas. It's really one of the best rivalries we have in the state. And the kids are so passionate. I've talked to Brett Hobbs all week about this. And, he said, this is one of the games you just don't have to talk a lot about. The kids will be ready to go.
This matchup is interesting because we are one city, but the Bulldogs are passionate about their team and the Wildcats are just as passionate about theirs.
Yeah, the thing is, what I've found is that anytime that the Cats and the Dogs play, it's going to be the Super Bowl of the season. Some teams Springdale might play for a state championship, or Har-Ber might play for a state championship, but when they play each other, it's the game of the year. And it's been that way since day one. I think early on when we started doing this, when Har-Ber had to share a field with Springdale, and that was their home field, so to speak, those games were really intense because you don't want somebody coming into your own home, claiming it as their home field, and having a fist fight basically for 4 quarters every single game. So it seems like from that moment on, it kind of skyrocketed into the game of the year.
It's also truly, you can throw records out. Teams are struggling a little bit this year. Throw the records out. You talk to any kid that's going to play in this game. You talk to the coaches, whatever. Everybody says the same thing. This is the Super Bowl. This is our biggest game of the year.
Absolutely.
And as a person who's not from here, I moved here 4 years ago, and seeing this rivalry is just huge. Being here for 4 years, this means Springdale against Har-Ber. Like you said, it doesn't matter the records, doesn't matter the teams. It's going to be an amazing game no matter anything. So, how important is it tonight for both teams to go out there and play and just represent the city of Springdale?
Well, there's a lot of things going on right now. As far as conference race goes, team has to compartmentalize it and say, look, this is just another game. We've got 2 wins will probably get you into the playoffs. Har-Ber's looking for their first conference win. Springdale's already got one. Mm-hmm. They get one, they're probably in. So from that aspect, the teams have to get into that bunker mentality and say, okay, this is the biggest game of the year for us. We've got to win this game. Everything else takes place before and after the game. For 48 minutes on the field, it's quiet. They get to do what they normally do. Outside of that, we're all talking about it. Everybody in the city's talking about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, you throw the records out and you roll the ball out and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. So what is it like for you guys when calling the game? How do you kind of keep it impartial and just find that fine line and toe that line? Because, of course, you were a Bulldog, but now you're the Wildcat Sports Network. And now you were not even from here, but now you bleed red. So tell us about how you guys walk that line and keep it one city.
Yeah, I think the best way to describe it is a dumpster fire. Right? I think it should be against the law for us to really be in the same room broadcasting together.
Yeah, most of the
but
time.
We have a great time, and then we sprinkle a little bit of football in. But it's fun.
Yeah.
Zach is very passionate about what he does and the Bulldogs, and I'm the same way with the Wildcats. But when we get together, it's really about the kids. We're really focused on the kids and the team and what they're doing, and we have a great time doing it.
It's a football game. Once they kick it off, it's just a football game. Mm-hmm. And you prepare all week long. You make sure you know everything that's going on, and you just prepare. And once you kick it off, it's a football game, and you do your normal thing.
Mm-hmm. And you talked about it a lot with that matchup and how it's going to come off in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. What can we expect for both these teams? Give us the Wildcat perspective, give us the Bulldog perspective for these upcoming playoffs this year.
Well, for Springdale, it's simple. Last week, not good against Bentonville West. Looked real good 2 weeks ago against Rogers Heritage. They got to play physical. They've got to play their game. They've got to find an offensive identity. And if they do that, Jack Pounders is just a sophomore. He's growing. He's got got good wide receivers out there. If Springdale can score points, they've got a chance. But last week was a little alarming. But Bentonville West's an excellent team. But they'll be ready to go tonight. They've got some bodies back this week, so that'll help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Cats' big deal is that each week they get better. Mm-hmm. They've come a long way since the start of the season. But the fact of the matter is they're hungry for a win. The fact that they're playing a crosstown rival, that they're passionate about fighting other Springdale kids. It's a battle, no matter how you slice it up. But I think the energy that comes with tonight's game is just going to make it explode. And I think the Cats are ready for a win tonight.
So that about wraps up everything we have to discuss, and I'm really excited about this game. It's very passionate. I've talked to a lot of the football guys. They are very passionate. They really want this win, especially coming from that loss against Bentonville West. They are really passionate. And I talked to one of the O-linemen. They said they can't wait to get their hands on Har-Ber. How do you feel about this?
Well, I mean, that's what's going to happen. Har-Ber 0-5, but they've gone against a very tough competition. Rogers Heritage was just a down-to-the-wire game. You lose by 2 points against a team you've never lost to in school history. And so they're 14-1 overall now in their entire history. So it's kind of insane to think about, but at the same time, Wildcats are very hungry for that win, as like he said, but the Bulldogs, they're hungry as well because they're coming off a loss, and they've got to get another one to get in the playoffs, like he said. So it's a everything-out-the-window game, and it's gonna be a tough one on the gridiron, that's for sure.
We'll definitely be excited to see that on Friday. So,
yeah, I think that's going to do it. I'm Connor Jenkins for the Wildcat Sports Network.
I'm Brian Tapia, director of the BDSN Coaches Show.
He's Donald Tucker. I'm Zach Arns. You're watching Springdale Public Schools Television.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Clay Maxey NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Clay Maxey NWA and ClayMaxeyNWA.com.
Are you tired of being turned down for mortgage loans? Advantage One Mortgage is here for you. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. Call Advantage One Mortgage today.
It's Smoothie King time.
At Whole Pet, we're an independently owned family business located in Arkansas. We're passionate about helping dogs and cats live their healthiest and best lives.
Just so friendly and professional. They have such a good selection of healthy dog foods and treats, toys, grooming.
From healthy foods and treats to supplies to luxurious spa grooming services and more, you and your pet will leave happy after getting the most professional and courteous service around. Whole Pet in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, Principal Jason Jones, and Principal Paul Greep, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale and Har-Ber High Schools, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this presentation of Springdale Public Schools Television. Well, you don't have to build this one up very much, do you? Springdale and Har-Ber meeting on the field at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. While the season has been a struggle, this is a huge game for both teams as they move towards playoff contention. We're going to talk to Coach Brett Hobbs. We're going to talk to Coach Chris Wood, and Donald Tucker and I will talk in the pregame show about tonight's matchup. Glad to have you along. Sit back and enjoy. You're watching Springdale Public Schools Television.
for hard work injury. Allow the team at Climax, the NWA in Springdale, to treat you to the personalized vehicle shopping experience you deserve. Climax, the NWA is proud to sponsor Springdale Athletics. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and direct your attention to the north end zone as we say America's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, the Har-Ber High School alma mater. Your music is on. Ladies and gentlemen, please. In 2015, the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Springdale Athletics, and the Springdale School District began the Wall of Honor at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium to honor those who have made significant contributions to Springdale Athletics and the Springdale School District. Tonight, we are proud to say thank you to Coach Philip Sanders and Coach Bob Johnson for their service and the lasting impact they had on our community. Coach Phil Sanders joined the Springdale Bulldog family in 1965 as head basketball coach and assistant football and track coach at Springdale Junior High. 4 years later, he moved to Springdale High where he served as the head basketball coach and assistant football coach. He was responsible for starting the first tennis team at Springdale High in 1968. Coach Sanders moved to Southwest Junior High as principal in 1969, where he served the students and families of Southwest for 2 years. He returned to Springdale High in 1971, serving as the head basketball coach, assistant football coach, and assistant principal for 7 years. Coach Sanders finished his career in 1997, retiring after more than 30 years in education. He and his wife Wanda have one daughter, Tammy Morrison, and husband, Larry, and one grandson. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Philip Sanders. presented tonight will be placed on the Wall of Honor in Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium as a tribute to Coach Sanders and Coach Johnson in honor of their contributions and unending support of the Springdale District and Springdale Athletics. The Springdale Athletics and our entire Springdale community. Joining our honorees tonight are Coach Gerald Williams, Coach Jerry Winberry, Coach Charles Smith, captains for tonight, for the visitors Har-Ber, number 28.
Welcome to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium, Springdale, Arkansas, as we get set for tonight's crosstown rivalry between Har-Ber High School and Springdale High School, the annual battle for chemistry. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Public Schools Television. I want to bring in my broadcast partner tonight, voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats, Donald Tucker. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great. I'm super excited.
Yeah, we don't get to do this very often, so it's great to see you. Captains are out at midfield right now. For Har-Ber, the visitors tonight, it's Alex Torres, Cole Carter, they are the captains. For Springdale, it's Tajon Sparks, Chris Cortez, Gio Alvarez, and Kane Pinto. So we'll wait to see who comes up with the coin toss tonight. Looks like Har-Ber has won the toss. They have indeed. And they're going to elect to receive the football. So let's talk about it. Har-Ber's going to get the football first. Springdale's going to kick off here. And, it's been kind of an up and down year for both squads, but this is a game, as far as conference race goes, as far as just playoff positioning, it's a big deal here. I mean, you can get a lot of things corrected here tonight.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I hate to say it this way, but it's kind of a great place to start to improve on the rest of the season. The second half of the season, both of these guys, when they play each other, it doesn't matter if they're undefeated, if they're completely over on the season, it's going to be a Super Bowl tonight. It's Springdale kids playing Springdale kids, and anytime that happens, it's the clash of the Titans.
We've got a full crowd here tonight. Coach Gerald Williams just walked into the booth. His name's at the top of the press box here.
I literally stood
I know,
straight
I'm
up
literally just a little nervous here.
Yeah.
Coach is here.
I didn't
Coach,
see a whistle
great
on
to see
his
you.
back.
It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. As you said, it's Springdale on Springdale tonight. Two teams desperately in need of a win as far as talking about playoffs go. This is, you hate to say every game's a must-win, but every one for these teams, from this point forward, is a must-win.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fun tonight. Again, Har-Ber's going to get the football first. We're waiting for the teams to come out onto the field, and it's a beautiful night here in Northwest Arkansas. 66 degrees, full moon out. Winds coming from the south at about 8 miles per hour. That on your television screen is from left to right. So we'll see how that plays into it. If this is the first time you've had a chance to see the new Springdale Stadium, there's a lot of construction going on around the field itself. The flat building is gone. We're building a basketball arena over there. It's a lot of real busy here.
Yeah, every time I show up, it's different. There was a building there earlier this year. Mm-hmm. Then it was a bunch of Rebel. Now it's a bunch of dirt.
Yep.
I can't wait the next time I come back to see the new arena.
All right, so let's talk about tonight here. Har-Ber 0-5 on the year, looking for that first conference win. Coach Robert Johnson and I have talked about this a lot. 2 wins will get you into the playoffs, and it starts here tonight. If Springdale can get a win, big step up towards getting into the playoffs. Tell me what Har-Ber's got to do tonight to get a win tonight against Springdale.
I think it's just get back to basics. Instead of razzle-dazzle, instead of making mistakes, not so much turnovers, but, personal fouls, that kind of stuff. We just got to do away with selfish football, get back to team sport, and just run downhill.
Right, and we've heard some rumblings that we may see a change at some positions tonight, at the quarterback spot in particular.
Yeah. My understanding, Rhett Richardson's going to start, sophomore quarterback. A great young talent. It's going to be interesting to see how that mixes into the offense.
Now that doesn't mean Luke Buchanan's not going to play.
Right.
He's simply going to get kicked outside to play at the wide receiver spot in a wide receiver core that I like a lot.
Yeah, no, there's great talent on the edges. It's just, can we get the ball to them? Buchanan's a great athlete, fun to watch, but it's going to be interesting to see him on the other side of the football this time.
Springdale coming onto the field now. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff here. Har-Ber is yet to arrive at the north end zone, so we'll see what that delay is about. But as far as Springdale goes, 2 weeks ago, a good win against a Rogers Heritage team that is much improved in the 7A West. Last week, took a big step backwards. 100 yards of total offense, 4 first downs. In talking with Coach Hobbs this week, just not acceptable and not up to a Springdale level.
Yeah, now listen, this is the time of the year where every single week you've got to get better. You've got to get better in bigger strides, and the teams that do that consistently, that don't take 2 steps back and only 1 step forward, they're the ones that are going to ride it deeper into November and then possibly into the start of December.
Yeah, the one thing you don't have to worry about in the Battle of Springdale is emotion. And we were watching them during the warm-ups. We sat up here for about an hour, watched the whole warm-up. You see them come out onto the field. A lot of emotion tonight.
No, listen, everybody's been talking about this game since August. Everybody's ready to play. The fans are talking about it. This game has been nothing but activity for the whole week. It's the Super Bowl for these kids.
Was around Coach Hobbs a little bit this week. I've been texting him back and forth. And you can tell it's a big game. A lot of tension with him. It's very business-like this week. We'll focus on Har-Ber itself, and I'm sure there will be a couple of surprises that each team throws at the other one that's going to make this a lot of fun. Glad you're with us here on Springdale Public Schools Television. Here comes Har-Ber onto the field. On to Gerald Williams. Hadn't been here in a couple of years. Glad to have them back as we get ready for a big tilt here in the 7A West. We'll keep you up to date on the scores from around the league as they pertain to Springdale and Har-Ber. I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner. So now the way we usually do this is the man who has the ball, he gets the play-by-play. So I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner, Donald Tucker. It is all yours, sir.
Thank you. Man, I'm glad to see the teams on the field. I get goosebumps being in Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium, seeing the dogs on the field, and then when the Cats come up, it's nothing but excitement.
Yeah.
So,
and we got the man right behind us,
I know.
Gerald Williams,
I know.
standing behind us.
I just know I'm going to be doing grass drills here in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of hoping it would rain so we could go out there and just make it stop.
Yeah, I've got story upon stories about that. So Cats on the field, they won the toss and won the football. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a hint of what kind of a mindset Coach Wood has. He wants the ball. He wants to strike first. And he wants it to sting on the Bulldogs as fast as possible.
It's going to be fun tonight, man. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All righty.
Appreciate everybody tuning in to the district-wide broadcast. It's not often they let Arns and I
very rare
live on TV. So referee or the officials getting ready to go. Appreciate you tuning in. And here we go. Squib kick down to the bottom, caught at the 30. That's Carlton. Carlton gets around the edge, 35 to 50, off down the sideline, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5 down to the 2, right off the bat. Cole Carlton takes it down the sideline all the way to the front door. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what they call here. Carlton just doing a good job of finding an open lane.
Yeah, made a couple guys miss, and it's just one of those things. Springdale's had some breakdowns in the special teams, and that's just another example of one.
That'd be a face mask against the Bulldogs. So instead of the 2, now it's on the 1.
So 69-yard return, and if you're Har-Ber, having struggled offensively, you can't ask for much more than this.
That's a great start for sure. So Cats come to the line of scrimmage. Richardson back at quarterback for the Cats.
Well, it looks like they're going to go Luke Buchanan.
No, Buchanan is there, yep. Carlton flanks him to the left. There's the snap. And Buchanan will walk it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. He's basically unchallenged on the way in there.
So just a simple zone read. You read the end. If he crashes, you pull it. And if he stays, you give it. Either way, Brewer crashed into the ends, and either way they had that one nicely blocked, and it's a quick 6-0 lead.
So Cats line up for the extra point. Snap is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And just like that, Cats 7-0 over the Bulldogs. It's going to be interesting to see what the Dogs have to answer. We're going to take a quick break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got the Cats and the Dogs coming up right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. 11:45 to go here in the first quarter. Har-Ber with a quick 7 points. They're up by 7 after nice return there by Cole Carlton. This kick's going to hit at the 36. That is a live football nearly recovered by Har-Ber. Springdale has had 2 meltdowns on special teams in 2 plays.
Yeah.
Springdale's got to get this together. It's going to go out of bounds. Springdale's going to catch a break. So
I don't know, maybe he had a little more confidence that it was going out of bounds, because from right here, that was a live ball.
It hit.
People were diving for it.
Yeah, it hit at the 24-yard line, and we'll see where they mark it here. Springdale real jittery to start here. So the Springdale offense will come out. It's led by Jack Pounders. Across the front, it's Arthur Clark, Maurice Oliveira, Kevin Contreras, Gustavo Perez, Gio Alvarez. Running back will be Tajon Sparks. As mentioned, Jack Pounders is the quarterback. Receivers, Chris Cortez, Tristan Davis, Braden Connor. Tevin Tate will be the tight ends. Springdale going to go bunch here on 1st down and 10, ball from the 35-yard line. They're going to try a reverse to Tajon. He's got a little bit of grass in front of him, 40-yard line. He's going to pick up about 8 yards up near the 43-yard line. So Springdale comes back with a little bit of a trickery and picks up 8 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, 8 yards is great. A great run for the Dogs. Obviously, Cats, plenty of open field there. They had to come up from the secondary to make the stop.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Last year in this ball game, Tajon Sparks ran for 131 yards, had a touchdown in this game. He was the leading rusher among all players, so we'll keep an eye on him. It's a heavy set for Springdale. Perez and Tate now the tight ends. Latchkey, Kanagaki back at the running back spot. Jack Pounders in the pistol. Play clock at 10. Here's Latchkey. Bounces off 1, and he's going to be dragged down back at the 42-yard line. It's a 1-yard loss, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 3.
Garcia on the stop for the Cats, doing a good job at just fighting off his blocker, getting down low and wrapping up, making a stop. That's going to be a 3rd down for the Dogs.
Springdale converting at 32% on the year. They have really struggled converting on 3rd downs. We'll see what Coach Watley, the offensive coordinator, comes up with on this 3rd down and 3. Ball placed at the 42-yard line. Same formation. Latchkey, the running back. They'll give it to Kanagaki. Little hole, 45-yard line, 1st down yardage. Springdale will get their initial 1st down of the ball game out to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, picking up the 1st down, moving the sticks. Cats holding it inside, obviously, keeping it to a minimum. That's Brimmer on the stop for the Cats, 1st and 10, the 47.
2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Springdale with a new set of downs. They'll go same formation, 2 tight ends, Perez and Tevin Tate. Kanagaki, the running back. We're going to move him a little closer to Jack Pounders, a sophomore quarterback. Jack on the keeper, 50-yard line. Oh, boy, nice play there.
Yeah, great stop. Obviously, at the line of scrimmage, exactly what you want. That's Hamby. Comes up and just gets his arm out there and trips up Pounders.
Yeah, that's a great play in the open field. It's going to be a 3-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. This is Springdale's opening possession. If you're just hopping on, 69-yard kickoff return by Cole Carlton down to the 1-yard line leads to a 1-yard Nick Buchanan touchdown run. Har-Ber's got the lead 7-0, had the lead 15 seconds into the game. 4 wide receiver set for Springdale. Ball at the 50-yard line. 2nd down, 7. And we've got a whistle and flags down. Looks like a false start against Springdale. And this is something that has really plagued Springdale a lot this year, is the false starts.
Yeah, I mean, in games like this, when it's going to be a nail biter the whole game, you've got to keep those self-imposed penalties to yourself. You just got to put them in the bag and leave them alone. And Cats they're not immune to it. They've been punished by it game after game as well.
So a 5-yard penalty will back them up. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Ball back at the 45-yard line. Springdale going to send Chris Cortez, Caden Asarud, now Devin Williams is checked in. 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, Braden Connor to the bottom. Pounders will throw. 3-man rush, 4-man rush. They've got the screen set up. This is David Perez. That's going nowhere. Great play by the Har-Ber defense. That's Trejo. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Cat's doing a good job scraping off, keeping the yardage to a minimum. And that's Wildcat defense right there for another day.
It's going to run out of bounds at the 39 of Har-Ber, so it'll be a 1st and 10. Jack, 2 weeks ago against Rogers Heritage, runs for 102 yards. And now picks up Springdale's 2nd 1st down of the ball game. Clock stopped, 8:09 to go. They're going to go back to this heavy set with Tevin Tate, and David Perez. Pounders in the pistol. Here's Kanagaki. Straight ahead, going to get a couple. We'll mark it down at the 36, and we'll bring up second down. And this is what in talking with Brett Hobbs this week, this was what they wanted to do, is they just want to kind of lean on this Har-Ber defense. They're going to mark it down to 37, so it's a 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8 upcoming. But this is what they talked about doing all week, was just kind of leaning on this defense to see how they respond.
Yeah, just get 3 yards every play. It works.
2nd down 8, 7:40 to go, first quarter. Pounders to throw. Now he's going to take off again. 30-yard line. Jack's got room. 25, still going, and he's going to get the first down yardage down near the 20-yard line.
Jack just reversing field, getting all the way across the field.
15-yard pickup will be enough for a Springdale first down. Clock will stop with 7:25. Now it's rolling. Springdale converting third downs here.
Like Cat's calling.
Yeah, we're going to get a timeout here with 7:20 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Public Schools television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
$7:20 to go, first quarter. 7-0 our score. He's Donald Tucker, voice of the Wildcats. Zach Arns, voice of the Bulldogs. Glad to have you along on Springdale Public Schools television. Springdale with a first down. Ball at the 22-yard line. 15-yard pickup for Jack Pounders. Gives Springdale a first down. That's Tejan in motion. Jack going to take off again, and this time he is going to go down. It's going to be a sack. We'll call it about a 2-yard loss. Springdale will be 2nd and long.
Yeah, Wilmoth there just putting the end of the run for Pounders. Basically, the rest of he's holding them up. The rest of the defense pursuing, getting to him, making the stop. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
This has been kind of the bugaboo for Springdale thus far as first down. First down has been an issue. Now 2nd down and 11. Ball at the 23-yard line. Double tight end set. This is Kanagaki. It's going to get a couple down to the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Hamby and Witchen come up to make the stop there, and I think Hamby got the wrong end of that stick because Kanagaki, he can lay the wood to you.
They're going to change personnel here. Devin Williams, Braden Connor going to check in. Luis Flores, Tevin Tate check out. It's 3rd down 7. Springdale has converted both of their 3rd downs on this drive. 4 wide receiver set. Pounders will throw. Pressure coming. Now he's going to take off again, and he's going to get inside the 15-yard line down to, they're going to call it the 13. Boy, it's closer than I thought it was. And now Brett Hobbs will be faced with his first decision of the ballgame.
Garcia coming back up, making the stop downfield, doing a good job of trailing the ball.
So they're going to call it the 13. And looks like Springdale's going to go. The heavies are coming back in. And we'll call it 3rd down and maybe a yard.
Yeah, deep inside the Storms orthodontic red zone.
Springdale on the year in the red zone. 58%, 7 touchdowns in 12 trips. So this big play here early in the ballgame. 4th down and 1. This is Kanagaki. Runs over a guy. He's got the first down at the 11-yard line. And you can kind of see where Springdale's going. It's run right. It's 48 with the football, and that's what they want to go with.
Yeah, Bremer there just making a stop, but just not enough. They're going to move the sticks, and they can still get a first down before they have to get to the end zone. So 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 11.
They started this drive with 11 minutes and 40 seconds. Clock now at 5 minutes. So Springdale possessing the football. Now with the first down, David Perez and Tevin Tate are your tight ends. That's Tate in motion. They're going to go double wing here. Kanagaki the setback, and they give it to him, and we're going to get a penalty. That had been coming. They were leaning forward a couple of times, and they let him get away with it, and now they're going to call it on first down.
Yep. Hopefully this is the end of the 2 steps backwards.
Third penalty of the night so far on Springdale. It's going to move the ball back to the 16-yard line. It'll bring up 1st and 15, and Latchkey a couple of times had been sort of leaning forward. They let him go, and they finally called him for it.
Yep.
Clock runs 4:35 to go first quarter. Here's Pounders on the play fake. Got Osser in the corner. It's going to be out of bounds into that fence over there, and Caden is still down. He hit that fencing hard. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15. Good defense there by Har-Ber. Tevin Tate was really the intended receiver.
Yeah, Billy Pack defending there for the Cats.
So while they tend to Caden, we'll take a quick timeout. 4:25 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. You're watching Springdale Public Schools Television.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Elle, and Bruiser. You know, from the smash hit musical, Legally Blonde. It's a woman's world, and I'm boldly going where no blonde has gone before. And having so much fun, it ought to be illegal. Live on stage, Legally Blonde, the musical.
At Walton Arts Center, October 14th through the 16th. Tickets at waltonartscenter.org.
Okay, Nasrud's up under his own power coming off the field slowly. He ran into that concrete and the fence over there on the far side. So with 4:25 to go here in the first quarter, it'll be 2nd down and 15. This is Springdale's opening drive. Har-Ber, if you're just hopping on, return to kickoff, 69 yards for, got it down to the 1 with a face masking penalty. Then Nick Buchanan on the first offensive play goes in, gives Har-Ber the lead 7-0. And this is where we find ourselves right now with 4:25 to go in the first quarter. He's Donald Tucker, voice of the Wildcats. Zach Arns, voice of the Bulldogs.
The whole first quarter's been Springdale Bulldog offense.
Yeah, they've
marched all the way downfield. That's going to be interesting to see if they can punch it in.
So Caden being helped off the field. He moving very, very, very slowly. He hit hard over there, and now that he's off the field, we'll get back to the game. 2nd and 15. Latchkey Kanagaki's the running back. Jack Pounders in the pistol. Same formation. Pounders will throw. Protection's good. Now Jack.
Good grief.
And he's got a lot of time here. He's going to fire far side. Pass caught. Chris Cortez at the 10. It's going to be run out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Great play there by Jack Pounders, just buying time.
I'm really surprised we don't have a lineman downfield. I mean, when it takes 10 seconds to get the pass off, usually linemen are downfield looking for somebody to hit.
Going to mark him out at the 6. It's a 10-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. And you got to imagine here, inside the 10-yard line, down 7-0. Springdale's really struggling on special teams. Yeah. You know, this is 2-down territory for the Dogs.
Yeah, Cats got their back against the wall here. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond.
Same formation. Kanagaki, the running back. They're going to give it to him on a zone play. Kanagaki, 1-yard line, and he is in for the touchdown. Springdale answers right back with a 14-play, 65-yard drive.
That was pure effort all the way down. As a matter of fact, when he got initially hit, he didn't go down. He was sitting on a Har-Ber player and just rolls the ball in.
Now, Latchkey's a guy you know well. Had him in the in Kids Day and then youth football. That's a guy. He's just a football player.
Yeah, he just wants the ball and he wants to hit things.
Brandon Barron on to try the extra point. Jack Pounders will hold. Snap is no good, and this Springdale now in a fire drill. Pounders is going to go down at the 15-yard line, and special teams continues to plague Springdale.
Yeah, that's not good. Billy Pack there to put the end of the extra point. So that'll bring the Dogs short one point, and I got a feeling that's going to haunt them at the end of the game.
4:04 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. 7-6 our score. You're watching Springdale Public Schools Television. Hi, this is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is now opened and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today. 888-498-2549. That's 888-498-2549.
Welcome back. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the Springdale Bulldogs and the Har-Ber Wildcats. I'm Donald Tucker. He's Zach Arns. So the Bulldogs march downfield, punch it in.
14 plays, 65 yards. Lachke Kanagaki in from 6 yards, and we got ourselves a ball game again.
There's the kick, a little bit deeper. Fielded, looks like it's going to go out of the back in the end zone, so the Cats will get it. The start, 1st and 10. A little bit better than the first kickoff.
Yeah, Brandon Barron, he's came to the team late, and he is a guy that I know the coaches like. Got a good, strong leg, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
listen, if you can kick it out of the back of the end zone every time, that takes a little bit of the pressure off the defense.
Yes, it does.
So Rhett Richardson will come in at quarterback. Brewer behind him. Come with two split to the bottom, 1 split to the top. There's the snap. Richardson rolls out, dumps it to the top, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cats.
And you're talking about a young man who's making his first career start. A little nervous.
As a sophomore.
Yeah,
right.
as a sophomore. I mean, you got a little nerves. Go and get that first one out of the way.
Man, the ton of experience you get playing Friday night under the lights as a sophomore, that just pays off down the road.
Yeah, and to start your first game here in this environment.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Is there more hallowed ground? Richardson back again. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Drops back, looks left, goes through his progressions. He's going to roll out, and he's going to get.
He's got a flag down. It's in the area of holding. We'll see.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, it's going to be holding against Har-Ber. Brett Hobbs has already declined it. So they're going to take the sack and now put the young sophomore back at the 19-yard line and see what happens. It's good poise there by Richardson not to fire that ball into traffic. Look, take the sack, live to fight another day.
Yeah.
You know, what was it Darryl Royal used to say? You throw past 2 things that can happen are bad.
So Carlton will come in. He'll left flank Richardson. He's got 3 to the top of the screen, 1 split to the bottom. There's the snap. Drops back, looks right. He's going to get flushed out. Drops it off to Cook. Cook catches it. He's going to go out of bounds. There's another flag on the play.
I think we're going to get a hold here on the outside receiver.
It was a good form tackle.
Yeah, I think Coach Hobbs is going to have to take this one. You know, if in fact it is against Har-Ber. It's, again, good poise. You know, the pressure comes, you step up, you get away from it. You deliver the ball to Cook, you know, for the catch and the run.
Yeah, that is against Cats.
So it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot. And sets them back just a little bit further. You wonder how risky offensive coordinator Benji Mahan's going to get with his young quarterback.
Yeah. Ball sets at the 15. The stick to make is the 30. 3rd down and 14.
This is where the Chris Wood famous wraparound draw has gotten Springdale the last couple of years.
2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Drops back. There's the screen, dumps it off. Gets across the 20-25, tackled at the 22. So the ball shot loose, but I think he hit the ground first. It'll bring up 4th down and 3.
Decision time.
Yeah.
It's a good play there by Adams to get the bulk of the yardage back. And now, sitting at the 27, a 12-yard pickup, you're in 3rd and, call it 3.5, maybe, it's pretty much 3 yards. How confident are you? It looks like they're going to go.
Yep.
And trying to draw them off sides.
That they are.
Plenty of time on the play clock if they want to go.
Carlton will kick.
You know what? Smart play by Carlton. Spencer bumped him. He tried to draw the roughing the kicker play. That's a smart play. That's something I haven't seen before. Really, really smart play.
Yeah, veteran. All the way down to the 40, looks like the 46, for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, so Springdale will get it with good field position out at the 46-yard line. Pounders bring the offense out. Springdale's last drive, 14 plays, 65 yards, ends with a Lachke Kanagaki 6-yard touchdown run. And we'll see what offensive coordinator Mark Watley does here with his second drive of the ball game. Springdale has had good drives on opening drives, and then things kind of bogged down a little bit. So this is more conventional here. We're going to go bunch formation. David Perez is the running back. Pounders in the shotgun. 1st down 10, ball at the 46, 2:39 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale going to try a little fake reverse. No, they're going to reverse it. It's Osserud firing along, and that threw it into double coverage there. Osserud had a lot of room in front of him and chose to fire it downfield.
Yeah, you'd have to thread the needle and then loop it back through the needle eye just to make that thing work.
Now, this is a much more open Springdale offense than we saw the last couple of weeks, where it was kind of ground and pound and a lot of zone reads. This is very, very different than what we've seen here the last couple of weeks. Pass goes incomplete. 2nd down 10, ball back at the 46-yard line. Springdale now again behind the sticks. This is something we talked about this morning when we were talking. Springdale's just got to stay ahead of the sticks if they're going to be effective. Here comes Lachke running right again. He's going to get maybe 3.
McGee on the stop there for the Cats. He does pick up 3 yards.
Now, Springdale does not run left very often. They get in behind big Gio Alvarez and try and just push the pile that way. This is going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Springdale 2 out of 3 on 3rd down conversions tonight as we get close to the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Cortez and Osserud, they'll go to Jack Pounders left. Now they're going to send Tajon Sparks out that way. Braden Connor comes down to Pounders right. David Perez, the running back. 3rd down 7. Pounders to throw. Good protection. Pass caught. Braden Connor, 42-yard line. Nice move. And he's going to get into Har-Ber territory down at the 39-yard line. Braden Connor's first pass reception as a Springdale Bulldog.
Yeah, Connor doing a good job just sitting inside underneath the coverage. Cats come up there. Big Wilmeth comes up, makes the tackle. He's got to go off. But the big hit, 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Clock stopped momentarily. Now running 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Ball at the 39-yard line. They'll go back to that 2 tight end set with Perez and Tate as the tight ends. Pounders in the pistol. Here's Pounders on the zone read, trying to get outside. Does. 35-yard line. Flag comes in late. That's in the area of holding. This is going to back Springdale up.
Hamby comes up, makes the stop against Pounders.
So we'll wait and see what the flag is. Discussion ongoing here, and we've got there's a Bulldog tying his shoe. Thought we had somebody down there at the 37-yard line. Holding against Springdale. So the Dogs, again, their 5th penalty of the ball game. It's going to back them up to the 46-yard line. Those are the kind that hurt.
Yep.
And you get a good play on 1st down. And now it backs them up. It's going to be 1st down and 16. The line to make is the 29. Ball's resting back at the 46.
1:10 to go.
Clock running, 1:07. Play clock at 12. 4 wide receivers set for Jack Pounders. Protection is good. Pounders looking for Caden Osserud down the sidelines. Incomplete. Nice play there on the far side.
Yeah, Billy Pack
there. Billy Pack, nice play.
Did a good job of just knocking the ball out of bounds.
Read it well. That pass is going to go incomplete. Now Springdale really behind the sticks at 2nd and 16. This is not a big play offense. They've been methodical at times. But now you're really behind the sticks, and hopefully you can take advantage of a short field.
Yeah, I don't think it's time to panic yet. They've done a good job first possession now, and they're just backed up a little bit.
They'll go a 2-by-2 set. Perez, the running back, 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pounders, he'll throw again. Blitz coming, picked up by Arthur Clark. Pounders now in trouble, and he's going to go down. He may get back to the line of scrimmage.
It looked like, I believe it was Tate Beam on the stop there for the Cats.
And now we've got another Springdale player down. It's Gio Alvarez, the right tackle. And while they tend to him, we'll take a quick timeout. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. You're watching Springdale Public Schools television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pod. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Are you ready for a new career opportunity? Ready for
Teamwork.
Ready for
competitive benefits.
Ready for
A friendly culture.
ready for
Stability and growth.
ready for
Limitless opportunities.
Cintas, ready for the workday.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
Thank you.
The injured Bulldog is right tackle Gio Alvarez. It's a lower body injury for sure. He was down for a minute, but has now hopped up and is being helped off by the training staff. Carlos Martinez will come in at the right tackle spot, number 76, the young sophomore that Coach Hobbs likes a lot. But losing your best lineman, that's a big deal for Springdale.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if the Cats take advantage of that.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 16. There was no gain on the play, and this is not something that Springdale is very comfortable with. Again, Springdale comes into tonight converting on 32% of their 3rd downs. 3 out of 4 tonight. Line to makes the 29. They'll wind the clock with 43 seconds to go. 2 running back set. Pounders to throw. Quickly finds Cortez at the 46. Inside the 40, not going to get anywhere near first down yardage, and Springdale now with a decision.
Witchen and Brimmer there making the stop for the Cats.
Ball's going to be placed at the 38, so it's an 8-yard pickup.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Dogs.
Looks like Springdale sending in, well, they sent the punt team on for a second. Now we're going to send the offense back out. Play clock's running down here, and we've got 7 guys on the field at the moment.
I think they're coming back off.
You know, I think what they may do is just let the quarter's going to expire. So, boy, we got a lot of action here at Gerald Williams Bulldogs Stadium. End of the first quarter. Har-Ber 7, Springdale 6. Donald and I will be right back. You're watching Springdale Public Schools television.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
4th down and 9 upcoming for Springdale as we flip the field and start the second quarter. Springdale sent the offense back out. First quarter numbers, Springdale with 98 yards of total offense. Har-Ber with just 12, but one of those drives was a 1-yard drive.
Team, yeah.
So it is 4th and 9, ball at the 38. Again, the line to make is the 29-yard line. This might be an effort to try and draw Har-Ber off sides. Pounders in the shotgun. They're going to go. Jack to throw. And he's going to go down back at the 44-yard line. Questionable call.
Yeah.
And now you put Springdale's defense kind of on their heels.
Yeah, you put them up against the wall. That puts the defense. That puts a lot of pressure on the defense for the Dogs.
It's going to wind up being a 6-yard loss back to the 44. And that's where Har-Ber will take over. You know, if you're Springdale, pin them back, new quarterback, you know, make them go the length of the field instead of giving them, you know, a shorter field. But
well, it's complementary football. You put the ball downfield, let the defense kind of do their stuff, but now you kind of put them off the edge of the cliff here. It's going to be interesting to see how the Cats respond. So they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the 44. Quick to the line of scrimmage. Got 4 to the top of the screen. There's a snap. Pitches it over to Buchanan. Buchanan tries to find the edge. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks like right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great play there by Brandon Lauder to get out there and get a very elusive Nick Buchanan.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see Buchanan because Buchanan is a great athlete, and normally he's kind of pigeonholed into the backfield throwing the football. But you get him in open field, he's hard to tackle.
You know, I like the way that they're just sort of easing Richardson in. You know, not asking him to do too much,
right.
not asking him to stand back there and scan the field, just sort of letting him ease himself into the game.
Hands it off to Buchanan. Buchanan is going to get close. He's going to get the first down, +2 on top of that. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 44.
A good strong run there by Buchanan. He, like you said, he's a great athlete. You can use him in a lot of different ways.
So Buchanan goes out. Brewer comes in. 3 to the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. Hands it off Brewer. Brewer right up the middle. He's going to kick it out to the left-hand side. He's going to be about a foot short. Be 2nd down and a foot.
Yeah, they're starting to get push up front. Har-Ber's offensive line really starting to get that push that I know Chris Wood likes to see. Springdale's defense going to have to, look, they anticipated this.
Yeah.
Talked to them all week. This is what they expected, and they haven't been able to handle it so far.
Same formation. Brewer again, same play, gets the first down, crosses the 30. They're going to wrap him up right there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 30. I think it's one of those deals, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
You just keep running it till they stop it.
Same formation. There's a flag on the play.
It's been a very flag-filled first half.
Well, sometimes the officials want to get in on the action.
Well, you know, they're on TV too.
But they are. Here's the call.
It's a sideline warning against Har-Ber. So no harm, no foul. It's your first warning. Second one's what, a 15? 5, I forget.
Something under 30. There's the snap. Carlton on the left-hand side finds his way through. He's going to pick up 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot.
Yeah, Caden Spencer had a shot at him, just couldn't bring him down. He is surprisingly strong. He's not the biggest guy in the world. He's very, very strong, doesn't go down easy.
Yeah, he's got a low center of gravity and likes to run with his head down. 2nd down and 5 for the Cats. 10:15 to go in the second quarter. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm Donald Tucker. That is Zach Arns. 1 to the top, 2 split to the bottom of your screen. Carlton behind Richardson. Carlton's going to get it. He's going to get the door slammed in his face right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but keeps going, spun out of it. Alex Guevara, the first one there to meet him. And he winds up picking up 2 or 3 out of it.
3rd down and 3 for the Cats.
And if you're a Har-Ber fan, I mean, that is absolutely perfect. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. I mean, this is 2-down territory for you.
Yep. Knocking on the Storms Orthodontics red zone. 1 to the top, 1 split down, 2 to the bottom. Buchanan gets across the 20. He's going to pick up the first down. Yeah, it's going to be close, I guess. Depends on the spot. Yeah, they're going to move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Cats.
A good strong run there. Buchanan 4 carries, 16 yards here in a quarter and 3 minutes. Has the only touchdown for Har-Ber tonight. Fresh set of downs in the Storms Orthodontics red zone.
Yeah, the Cats have been cycling through 3 running backs, Brewer, Carlton, and Buchanan. Fresh legs for a beautiful fall night. 3 quads to the top. Buchanan's going to get the sweep around the edge. Can he get the corner? He goes out of bounds at the 15. Just taking chunks of positive yards away from the defense. There is a flag on the play.
I think we're going to get a hold. Kane Pinto got turned around. And it looks like that's going to be the call.
Yeah.
Second time that's happened where Springdale player's gone to spin away and just grab a hold of him. Sometimes you just got to let him go.
Yeah. If you let them go and they come back to you, I guess it's meant to be.
And this is one that hurts because it's going to be enforced from the 22-yard line back to the 32, so it winds up being a 12-yard penalty.
It's a big one.
I hate that rule.
3 to the bottom for the Cats. Buchanan behind Richardson. There's the snap. Buchanan takes it up the middle. He's going to kick around to the left-hand side, and he's going to get stopped, but he's going to pick up 6. Takes a big chunk away out of that penalty. So Buchanan will go out, Brewer in. $8:27 to go in the the second quarter.
Haven't seen, and this is something that Springdale's kind of gotten away from, Kenneth Chick likes to blitz. Haven't seen any blitz so far.
Richardson keeps it on the rollout. Passes incomplete.
And good pressure there by Brandon Lauder. Datrion Woodfork stuck with Adams. Your natural inclination is to come up, charge the quarterback, but he wound up staying with the receiver, which is where he was trying to go with the football.
Yep. That'll bring up third down at 16. The ball's at the 26. Big down here for the Cats. Taking their time, 13 seconds on the play clock. Split them out, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. There's the snap, drops back, looks, fires, incomplete.
Yeah, it feels like we're settling in for a defensive battle here.
Well, we're complementing that with sophomore quarterback football. He's a little bit edgy, he's a little bit nervous, so he's throwing before he sets. And, we really need some completions here to get the ball downfield, but the defense taking advantage of the play call here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Har-Ber comes in and looks like they're going to take a timeout.
And we're going to take it with them, folks. 8:07, Cats ahead by 1, 7-6. We'll be back right after this.
The heartwarming hit, Disney's Winnie the Pooh, is about to arrive at Walton Arts Center. Join Pooh, Christopher Robin, and all their friends from the 100-Acre Wood for this beautiful new musical stage adaptation by Rockefeller Productions and Disney Theatrical Productions. Playing October 21st and 22nd for 4 performances only. Get your tickets today at waltonartscenter.org.
Welcome back, folks. Appreciate you tuning in. Donald Tucker here, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats, and Zach Arns over there, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Cats have the ball, 4th down and 16 at the 26.
Springdale's allowed 53% conversions on 4th down. This one a little bit longer than normal.
Richardson dropping back, fires across the middle.
Guy there. Nice
Incomplete.
plays of Marion Manuel with the breakup. He has been coming on the last couple of weeks, especially in man-to-man defense. Coach Hobbs trusts him. He was beat initially, closed. He's a 100-meter guy, and Springdale's going to get the football.
So Dogs get it, 1st and 10.
Yeah, we were talking today. I mean, these two offenses that have struggled. Har-Ber comes in averaging 19 points a game. Springdale just over 17, and we thought we were going to get kind of a defensive battle, and that's where we are. Springdale's going to get the football. 8:01 to go here in the half. Ball's resting at the 26. It's a 1-point ball game, 7-6. Springdale was unable to convert on a extra point, and now they're trying to tie this thing up or get the lead here. If you're just hopping on, Gio Alvarez from Springdale, the big right tackle, has gone out of the game. Carlos Martinez has stepped in his spot. So 1st down 10 for Springdale. We'll see how that affects the running game of the Dogs. Here's Pounders. Pounders under pressure. Fires. Got a man wide open. Tevin Tate at the 49-yard line. Underthrown and incomplete.
Man, just unfortunate for the Dogs. You're wide open. You got to take advantage of that.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Jack was flush to his left, tried to plant his feet, just couldn't do it. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. So the game plan certainly gets altered without Gio Alvarez in there. Springdale probably not going to be as run heavy, just not going to be able to do it without the big right tackle. Second down 10. They'll go double wing to Pounders left. They're going to give to Kanagaki. Not much there. Har-Ber doing a nice job there down at the bottom of the pile. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, 44 for the Cats there on the stop. That's McGee. A couple of other Cats in on it. That's going to still hold them back at 10 yards, 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and this is not where Springdale wants to be, especially pass protection can be an issue in this particular spot. Clock running, 7:30 to go. Pounders to throw. Protection's good. Fires down the middle. Tevin Tate. Pass nearly caught, nearly intercepted, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, great job on the Cat defense there. That's Stewart just getting in the way, getting between the quarterback and the receiver, breaking it up. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Springdale's going to have to punt, and this has not gone well in 2022. Chris Cortez coming in, averaging 26.1 per kick. We'll see how they do this. Dropping back deep for Har-Ber's going to be, it's like Britt Witchin back deep.
Yep. I don't know, based on our off-camera conversation, it might be an opportunity for the Cats to block one.
Springdale has had some issues in punt protection and punt coverage, and we're going to get a timeout. Springdale didn't have enough men on the field. 7:17 to go in the first half. 7-6 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Public Schools Television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
$7:17 to go in the half. Springdale now back in punt formation. Chris Cortez set to receive the snap. Brandon Lauder is your up back. Snap is high. Cortez gets the kick away. It's angling towards the Har-Ber sideline. It's going to take a bounce. And now I believe that ball is loose.
Yeah.
And I think Springdale's got it. It hit a Har-Ber player, was not aware of it.
Yeah.
And Springdale's going to come away with the football.
That's exactly what happened. I think right there was Terrio. He's in the way, and he hits him.
Was just kind of bounding around, and, I mean, that's one of those things, you know, if you're the return man, you're saying get away, get away, get away.
Yeah. That's an interesting strategy for the Bulldogs to get the ball downfield, but effective.
But effective. Springdale's going to get it at the 41-yard line, and it'll be first down. The offense will come back out, and a huge break for Springdale. So the Dogs will take it, 1st and 10. We haven't seen a lot of Tajon Sparks with his hands on the football, carried it on the first play of the game, hasn't touched it since. He's in the backfield right now, 1st and 10, ball to 41, Pounders to throw. They're going to swing it out to him, and that's going to go incomplete.
Just too much on the lead there. Great coverage by the Cats. 2nd down and 10 now.
2nd down 10. Pounders 5 of 9, 33 yards. Just hadn't been much in the passing game. Springdale overall tonight, 25 plays, 92 yards. Har-Ber 15 plays, 54 yards. Springdale's controlled the clock. Still trail by 1. 2nd down 10 upcoming. Dual back set, 3 wide receivers. Pounders to throw. Trying to set up the far side screen. They do. Braden Connor, that's going to lose yards. Yeah, Connor's second career reception. This one's going to lose 2. Springdale now again facing a 3rd down and long.
Stewart doing a good job coming up for the Cats, making the stop for a loss. 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, just whiffed blocks trying to get that screen set up, and it brings up 3rd down and long.
A lot of people here in Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium.
Yeah, this thing is, 15 minutes beforehand, there were pockets of empty seats. Those seats have filled in. It is a big crowd here at JWBS tonight. 3rd down, 12 yards to go. Pounders in the shotgun, same formation. Jack will throw, protection's good. Now the protection breaks down, he moves away. Pounders, fires, pass, caught. It's Cortez at the 39. It's going to be a 3-yard pickup, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Billy Pack there to make the stop for the Cats.
Billy Pack having a nice night tonight.
Yep, that he is.
It's a 4-yard pickup, so it'll be 4th down and 8. Springdale right now struggling to protect Jack Pounders. And now it looks like they're going to send the punt team back on. 5:50 to go.
It was effective last punt.
Witchen will drop back.
I don't know what that play's
Springdale
called.
running guys on and off. Looks like they finally got the right personnel here. 12 on the play clock. Chris Cortez again back in punt formation.
Oh, I don't think we were set.
Cortez gets this one away. It's going to hit and roll into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback for Har-Ber.
So a little extra practice there on the punt team, maybe next week. Is that saw some linemen turning around?
Yeah,
looking for...
there was a lot of confusion as Springdale snapped the ball. Caden Spencer, who hasn't been on the punt team very often, was kind of looking around for instructions.
Yep.
And so however we do it, after the first turnover of the ball game, Springdale or Har-Ber gets it back 1st and 10 at the 20.
1st and 10 at the 20 for the Cats. So Richardson back at quarterback. Buchanan behind him. Buchanan will get the handoff. He's going to go backside seam. He's going to pick up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Cats.
Yeah, he's very close to hopping out of that. He looks like a bigger back, but he's got kind of those nimble feet. He's more elusive than you think he is.
Yeah, he almost runs like Eric Dickerson. I like watching him run. There's a snap. Drops it off. Buchanan is going to pick up he's going to be close to the sticks. They do give him the spot. 1st down for the Cats.
Nice, easy throw. You just sort of ease him into that. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's the kind of thing, you build confidence.
Yep. 2 plays, 2 positive yards for the Cat. 4 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the half. 2 split to the top, 1 split to the bottom. There's a snap, hands it off, up the middle.
Anthony Lopez there, make the stop. It's 3 yards, and if you're Har-Ber, you just continue to just kind of bang away.
That's Cole Carlton doing Cole Carlton things there. Just 3 yards, head down. 4:13 to go. Same formation. There's a snap. Carlton's going to get the left-hand edge. He's going to fall forward. Maybe gets 2.
Yeah, it's another 2-3 yards. Something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Michael Dickerson there to make the stop. They're going to give him the 37.
That snap looked a little bit like it had some hang time there.
Yeah, Har-Ber 1 out of 3 on 3rd downs thus far. 3:45 to go first quarter. This thing has moved along with all the running.
Yeah, it has. I thought it'd be a lot more scoring here, but it's been a defensive game so far. Richardson back. Throws at the top of your screen, or screen for the screen. That's Blige Cook. Blige Cook getting all the way downfield to the 38.
Yeah, that's, I talked about the blitz that Coach Chick likes to bring. He brought it on that one. They had the perfect call set up, wide receiver screen, and a big gainer. 24 yards, longest play of the game.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 39-yard line, 3:15 to go. Cats still have the lead 7-6. They've got 2 split to the top, 1 down to the bottom. Brewer in the backfield. Brewer's going to get the handoff up the middle. Following the surge, he's going to get, looks like about the 33, 34. We're going to call it 2nd and 5.
Good strong run on 1st down, staying ahead of the chains.
Brewer again behind Richardson. 2 split to the top, 1 down to the bottom for the Cats. 2:42, there's the snap. Brewer again up the middle. He's got some room. Gets across the 20, stays on his feet. They're going to put him down at the 17.
Yeah, there's a good strong run. You get that head of steam, pick up 16 yards and a 1st down inside the Storm's orthodontics red zone.
That it is. 2:34 to go in the half. Cats marching downfield.
The drive so far, 7 plays, 63 yards. The big one coming on 3rd down to Blige Cook.
Yep.
Now if you're Har-Ber, you slow this down. Take as much time as you need.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Brewer behind. There's a high snap. Brewer's going to get the handoff again. He's just going to make something out of nothing. They'll pick up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
And Caden Spencer there on the stop, but that's what you like to see. I mean, it's 3 yards, a busted play, and you pick up 3 yards. You stay ahead of the sticks.
Yeah. I don't see any reason to change it up. Let's just keep chipping away at this thing.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yep. Same formation. There's the snap. Brewer again, right-hand side. He's going to get to the 5, tackled at the 4. That'll be 1st and goal for the Cats at the 4.
Yeah, Springdale now just getting rolled up by that offensive line, which is starting to take over.
Yeah, the snap seems to be taking an alternative route to the quarterback. Last 3 plays.
And if you're Har-Ber here, I mean, you got 30 seconds on the play clock, 1:31 right now on the game clock. You let this thing go down as far as you can.
Sure.
You've got Springdale's offense bottled up. There's no threat right now from Springdale's offense. You take your time, just keep your offense on the field.
Same formation. Brewer again. He's going to hit a wall there. He might pick up a yard, maybe 2.
Brandon Lauder, Datrion Woodfork first there, and now we're getting some extracurricular stuff.
Yeah. That'll be 2nd and goal from the 2.
A 2-yard pickup on that.
56 seconds. Same formation. There's a snap. Brewer left-hand side. Touchdown, Har-Ber Wildcats. Brewer just found some daylight in the gap, took advantage of it.
That offensive line starting to take over this football game. Springdale really can't do anything about it.
Gomez back for the extra point for the Cats. Snap is down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. And just like that, Cats at 14, the Dogs at 6, 42 seconds to go in a half. We'll be back right after this quick commercial break.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
42 seconds to go in the first half. Har-Ber's got it teed up. Scoring drives, 11 plays, 80 yards. Capped off by a Hudson Brewer 2-yard touchdown run. And now an 8-point game. And, you said it right after it happened. That missed extra point right now looms very, very large.
Yeah, that it does.
Kicks high. It's kind of a knuckleball coming down to Tajon at the 1. This is Tajon Sparks looking for a little seam, and he's going to get across the 20, not much more. Springdale's going to have 36 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts if they want to push this. I can't imagine the way their offense is playing right now that they want to get too crazy here with this little time left.
Landon Baker doing a good job of just stopping him in his tracks.
So the ball is going to be placed at the 22. Springdale to this point, 90 yards of total offense on 27 plays. Har-Ber 134. It's been more of a defensive battle than I think you and I anticipated.
Yeah. Yep, it's been a lot of defense.
So 1st and 10, Pounders in the pistol. It's Tevin Tate in motion. Here's Latchkey Kanagaki. He's going to get a couple up near the 25. We'll give him 3 on that, and that's going to be 2nd down. We'll call it 8. I want to say hi to David Lipsmeyer. Sent me a text. David, appreciate you hanging out with us on Friday night. Glad to have you along. And we've got another Springdale Bulldog down. 24 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll take the timeout with him. You're watching Springdale Public Schools television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Elle, and Bruiser. You know, from the smash hit musical, Legally Blonde. It's a woman's world, and I'm boldly going where no blonde has gone before. And having so much fun, it ought to be illegal. Live on stage, Legally Blonde, the musical.
At Walton Arts Center, October 14th through the 16th. Tickets at waltonartscenter.org.
The injured Springdale Bulldog is Gustavo Perez. He is up under his own power and heading off the field. Clock will start, and Springdale does not have to run a play if they don't want to. Pounder's going to bring him out. They're going to come into the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. You know, if you're Har-Ber, you just keep everything in front of you.
Yeah.
They wind the clock. Again, Springdale doesn't have to run a play. They're going to swing it. Here's Tajon Sparks at the 30, 35. He's going to run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, and with 16 seconds left, Springdale's got 1 shot left here. They do have 2 timeouts if they need them.
Yeah, let's punch 6 in or 7 on the board and then come back and get the ball in the second half.
And Springdale does get the football to start the second half.
So 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 39.
Marcus Shepard's checked in at the wide receiver spot. Springdale accumulating injuries. Caden Osserud went out on the first drive. Marcus Shepard now in his spot. Pounders will throw. Got Tajon at the 40. Tajon Sparks, 50-yard line. He is going to get into Har-Ber territory and run out of bounds at the 37 with 7 seconds left.
That's just smart football there. Get the ball downfield, move the chains, get out of bounds, stop the clock, and then let's throw one down at the end zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10. That's Springdale's longest play of the ball game, 24 yards. And with 7 seconds left again, Springdale's got 2 timeouts. And they're going to take one here. 7 seconds to go in the first half. 14-6 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Public Schools television.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldogs Stadium. I was getting nervous saying that with Gerald Williams over my right shoulder.
I wonder if he ever gets tired of hearing his own name.
7 seconds to go in the half. Springdale with the football. They're going to go with a 4 wide receiver set. It'll be 2-by-2. David Perez, the running back, and Har-Ber, guys 15 yards off the ball. They're not going to let anything behind them. Pounders to throw. Jack, pass complete. This is Cortez. It's going to stay in bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Our score after 2 quarters, Har-Ber 14, Springdale 6. We've got halftime festivities coming up. You're watching Springdale Public Schools Television.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Climax at NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Climax NWA and climaxnwa.com.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Springdale Har-Ber High School Wildcat Marching Band. The band's halftime competition this year is entitled Dancing My Soul. And now, here they are taking pride in excellence, the Springdale Har-Ber High School Wildcat Marching Band.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Our halftime score, Har-Ber 14, Springdale 6. Joining us at halftime is Greg Romine. He's regional manager with Under Armour. How are you, sir? They told me you flew in on the private jet. Got here this afternoon, taking a little Arkansas high school football.
Oh, I wish I had a private jet to come in on, but no, actually, kind of spent a little time over in Tulsa this week and kind of worked my way over and spent quite a bit of time in the Springdale area. Kind of the last part of the today and a little bit last night, and kind of went around and visited as many coaches and teams as I could.
So now, Under Armour sponsors both Springdale and Har-Ber, and we love the uniforms. I got my polo today. I'm actually really excited about it, and I got Coach Hobbs had given me a pullover. I love the clothing, but you guys have a really big role in outfitting a lot of these teams.
Yeah, and it's a great partnership. I mean, it's with of course Springdale School District and Under Armour, but also Midwest Sporting Goods out of Tulsa, who actually comes in and services each coach and each team and everything from the band to all the schools and everybody involved. Yeah, I mean it's a great opportunity. I mean it's across the board with like I said, with Under Armour, that's one of our biggest highlights, and that's probably the best role that I get to play is working with colleges and also signing schools and districts and things like that.
So take me through the process here, because everybody's unique and everybody's individual, and Springdale is one of the more traditional schools in the state of Arkansas. When they come to you guys and say, okay, we want to put our uniforms together, how much input do they get? How much do you guys put into it? Or is it a collaboration on designing, what will be the uniform for Springdale or Har-Ber or any other school for a couple of years?
Well, we actually offer, in our catalog and things like that, all the uniform, different looks, different styles, and all that. So basically, they'll work with Midwest Sporting Goods in Tulsa with the rep, and they'll be able to design their own and kind of go through it. Under Armour probably states, we probably set up the uniforms based on our colleges. So my region is Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, or half Arkansas. So and a little bit of Colorado, but my role is basically coming in, helping the coaches see the uniforms that we put on the colleges, because they're wearing basically the same thing that our colleges are wearing, and they get to choose and pick and put their colors on it, and put it all together and make it their own.
And now I have a boatload of Under Armour stuff. I'm not
good.
saying that just because
That's
you're sitting
good.
here. But I am a huge fan of the University of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And I have shoes, I have shorts,
Yeah.
and it's great outerwear. I mean, I love it, and I'm curious, like when you sit down with a school and you go, okay, we offer XX. I mean, this is all about.
Right.
It's all about making the kids look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Off the field, on the field, all the hoodies, everything. It's about making the kids look good.
Yeah, you look good, you feel good.
Mm-hmm. You play fast.
Play fast, play good.
You look clean.
Definitely.
You play. I mean, it's a great look, and I absolutely love it. And you see more and more and more Under Armour schools around the country. Like I said, you guys got involved with Notre Dame, and that's how I sort of became familiar with it. I bought the Hover shoes.
Have you seen the new uniforms they're playing in this weekend?
Yes, I have. Those are
yeah.
and I saw the uniform release where they did the hangover deal, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And, I think it's a lot of fun, and it's got to be a lot of fun for the kids. I mean, when they break out in the uniforms, our kids, at Springdale got brand new uniforms this year.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's exciting. Like I said, you look good. You want everybody to. I mean, like I said, you look good, you feel good. I mean, you're going to play good. You got an enthusiasm. It's a whole new energy. That's kind of what we try to bring into the schools is you guys are already pumped up. You're ready to play, especially a game like this. That's a big rival. You get everybody pumped up. Everybody looks great, and they're wearing new swag, and they come out with a little bit of attitude.
Now, the company's story is actually really interesting. It started, the product line really started at the University of Maryland, where the owner of the company or the founder of the company is a UM graduate.
Right. So Kevin Plank. He actually was a walk-on football player at University of Maryland and didn't like the feel of a cotton T-shirt, so went out and found some fabric and developed this T-shirt that he wore underneath his shoulder pads, and from there the rest is history. He made his first few products down in his grandma's basement, and took it out to different teams and let them try it, and and I guess the rest is history.
It's crazy how that story. I've read the story several times, and and when let's be honest, when Under Armour came out, the University of Maryland was kind of the guinea pig.
Right.
I mean, they were throwing everything out there. Maryland starts walking out with these wild uniforms, and you're like, oh my gosh! But now it's almost the norm.
Right. It is, and that's probably our big test school where we do a lot of our testing and things like that, and the different looks, and it will always have something special just because Kevin, that's where he played and that's where he lives, and so that will always continue to be a trend. But then the great thing is it's passed down to all the other colleges, and every college has its look. I mean, Texas Tech has its look. Notre Dame has its own look. I mean, so we kind of really pride and let people, choose their own look and have that, self, even though everybody's wearing the Under Armour brand, you also are an individual team, based on what you choose.
Yeah, and you talk about everybody having their individual look, and Springdale's one of the more historic schools here in the state of Arkansas. And every graduate who comes back and sees those uniforms for the first time, just like, oh, I like those.
Yeah,
they're simple, they're clean.
Yeah,
the numbers are big. It's great new gear, but it looks old school.
Right. Yeah, and it is. They did a great job designing them and going through it. I remember coming on campus a few times and showing the new product and as they were developing, everybody's eyes were lighting up and everybody was getting excited, and then all of a sudden they land in their lap and I'm getting pictures every day from Wayne and from the coaches and from the reps and everybody that have pictures of them or shooting them over to me and saying these turned out awesome, and so that's always a great feeling to see that. So
is this your first time here at Gerald Williams?
You know what? It's the first time I've been to a game here. Yeah, definitely, and really enjoying it. You guys are great hosts. And
did you get some barbecue down here?
Oh yeah,
okay,
that was unbelievable.
Right.
yeah, definitely. And I attend a lot of schools in Texas and all over the place, but that's really some great barbecue.
Yeah, they do it right up here. They certainly know what they're doing. Well, we're going to let the band take the field. Hey, man, I really appreciate you swinging by. And,
thank you.
You can leave the free samples at the
door.
All
right, there you go. All right, sounds great.
Greg Romine from Under Armour, man, really appreciate everything you do for the kids and getting them ready to roll.
Hey, we appreciate your partnership and want to continue with it and excited to be a part of it.
All right, let's get back to the halftime show. Second half's coming up.
School Marching Bulldog Band. Springdale High School principal is Mr. Jason Jones. The band is under the direction of Mr. Julie Stevens and Ms. Sarah Miller. Our outstanding staff includes Angel Loman, Raymond Parker, Dana Parker, Colby Travelmore, James Hendricks, Louis Soriano, and Zach Whitmore. Our instructors are Bailey Cass, Stephen Coy, and Landry Cass. The Springdale Band would like to thank the school administration and the entire Springdale community for their world-class support of the Springdale Band program.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
When getting a mortgage, you need a team that is dependable. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. If you have questions regarding income, credit, or funds to close, call us today.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
It's hot, and so are the savings at Springdale Tractor Company when you buy the Kubota L-Series tractor package. Right now, the Kubota L2501 DT tractor and loader, it's just $18,500 cash. Or choose 0 down with 0.99% financing up to 60 months. Save green when you buy orange and the Kubota L-Series tractor package from Springdale Tractor Company. If you need it now, don't wait. Come see us in Springdale at 6160 West Sunset Avenue or shop online at springdaletractor.com.
Para un cafecito y charla en la mañana, un menú completo de información. Nuestro compromiso con la familia Springdale llega con la segunda temporada. Nuevas entrevistas, invitados especiales, temas de interés, educación, cultura, identidad y deportes. Entérate de lo que está pasando en el noroeste de Arkansas. Únete al diálogo y acompáñame. Soy Maribel Tapia en Cafecito y Charla.
Our halftime score, Har-Ber 14, Springdale 6. Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium alongside Donald Tucker. Kind of an interesting first half. I think you and I both anticipated points, and we didn't get them.
Yeah,
we got a defensive battle going on.
Yeah, defense definitely showed up to play. You know, it's going to be interesting this possession here for the Bulldogs because if they punch it in, we're right back at it.
Yeah. Some halftime numbers. Har-Ber's run the ball 19 times for 88 yards. 46 yards through the air, 24 of that came on one play, a total of 134. There's only been one turnover in the game. That was on a punt. Springdale, 61 yards rushing, 73 yards passing, most of that coming on the last drive. Jack Pounders, 10 out of 15 for 73 yards. Richardson, the quarterback for Har-Ber, 3 out of 7. They haven't asked him to do a whole lot, 46 yards. It's been mostly Hudson Brewer and Nick Buchanan for the Har-Ber offense.
Yeah, and then you got Carlton. You're springing in Carlton in there. And, you know, I like the fact that we've got 3 running backs sharing the load, right? That means fresher legs farther down the line, and this may turn out to be who's got the most conditioning.
Brewer, 9 carries, 55 yards, does have a touchdown in the first half. He's the leading rusher in the ball game for Springdale. Jack Pounders, 7 carries, 34 yards. Most of that coming on the first drive and those couple of scrambles. Then he was able to convert some third downs.
Yeah. You know, listen, this has got – the first half was definitely defense. The second half has got to be all offense.
Somebody's got to try to take a shot and stretch the field. There has not been much down the field. You're playing a game in a phone booth, And I know both teams, again, this is a huge game as far as conference seeding goes.
Right.
2 wins has gotten you into the playoffs the last couple of years. Springdale trying to get to that second win. Har-Ber trying to get the first win of the year with games remaining. So, at some point, somebody's going to start to open this thing up. And, take some shots down the field. Both teams have had issues defending the deep pass.
Right.
We just haven't seen it this first half.
Yeah, I think the second half is really going to be the tale of the season for both teams.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we're getting ready to start here. About a minute to go here. Let's talk about this first drive. Springdale has struggled in the last couple of weeks. First drive of the second half, they can't go 3 and out.
Yeah.
If you're Har-Ber, that's exactly what you're looking for. Har-Ber with one possession, trying to get to that 2-possession game, and that's going to be huge. First team that gets 2 possessions.
Well, I tell you, the first possession they had at the part of the game, the Bulldogs ran all the way downfield, punched it in. I think if they can replicate that, maybe not do hurry-up offense, maybe not just slow it down, control the pace of the game, that might be the name of the game for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Springdale injuries have started to rack up for the Bulldogs. Gio Alvarez is coming out on the field right now on crutches. Caden Asserud went out on the first drive. So you lost starting wide receiver, you lost your starting right tackle, and your best offensive lineman. Springdale's offense is kind of up against it here again. 134 yards, 104 yards total last week. The offense has got to get itself going.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, we've said it. The kids are coming off the field. They're getting ready to kick off here. It's going to be an offensive second half for both teams. It's just going to be who scores last.
Springdale's going to get the football first. I said to you during halftime, Devin Williams has got to touch the football. He's one of Springdale's most dynamic players. Hasn't touched it tonight. They've got to try and get it to Tevin Tate. Just running Lotchke off the right side has gotten them a little bit. Lotchke, to this point, 8 carries, 19 yards. He does have the 1 touchdown, but, again, we talk about just spreading the field, stretching the field, trying to do anything you can to get the ball down the field.
I don't know. Maybe it's not a beauty contest. I would give it to Lotchke every single time until they stop him. If he's getting 3 yards every single time, march him all the way downfield. Is it going to make the highlight reel? No, it's not. But it's going to win the football game.
Har-Ber sends the kick team out. Justin Gomez will tee it up. Springdale special teams had a rough first half. Did get the 1 fumble return, but had a big return against them. Missed the extra point. It has been a struggle on the special teams tonight for Springdale. Dropping back deep for the Dogs, Tajon Sparks and Zamarian Manuel. For the seniors, this is your last opportunity to hit the team across town.
Yep.
On both sides. So glad you're with us here on Springdale Public Schools Television. Dogs are going to get it first. Second half is underway. Gomez gets into this one. He's going to drive it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, and Springdale will get the football at the 20-yard line. Springdale, again, hasn't moved the ball much tonight. They've had 1 good drive, their first drive of the ball game, mixed it up a lot, was able to get into the end zone, missed the extra point, and that's been pretty much the offense for the Dogs here in the first half.
Do you feel a little bit at ease now that Coach Williams is out of the box?
I got to tell you, I love having him in here.
Yeah.
Because you can just, that old coach in him.
Oh, yeah.
Something goes right. He's like, yeah.
And you can hear him sighing.
Yep,
I'm like,
yep.
Oh, gosh, I'm fixing to run. I can tell already.
I was afraid he was going to ask us to go take a lap with him at halftime.
Yeah. He looks like he can still run.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. I look worse than him, and I'm 30 years younger than him.
You do look worse than him.
Thank you very much. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Pounders in the shotgun. They'll throw to open the second half. And we've got flags down. False start against Springdale. The penalties have been an issue. This is penalty number 6. And this is going to back Springdale up. Not exactly how you want to start the first half.
Well, sometimes you got to back up and get a run and start at it.
It'll be 1st and 15. Springdale going to go out of the same formation. Marcus Shepard has checked in at the wide receiver spot, replacing Caden Asserud. Springdale also tonight without Junior Reyna. So, the wide receiver position right now thin. Tajon Sparks, Tristan Davis go to the top of the screen. It's David Perez alongside. Blitz coming, Pounders. Crossing route, Tajon Sparks at the 17. He's got room, 30-yard line. 35 is going to be run out of bounds close to the 40, first down Springdale. It's the same play they ended the same 2 plays they ran to end the first half.
Yeah, that was a good job. He's wide open, sits underneath the coverage. Plenty of time to run, and then he has to use his athleticism once he starts getting into the coverage, but gets out of bounds.
Yeah, it's enough for a first down. They're going to mark it out at the 38-yard line. It's just a 4 verts with an under route, and they wind up getting the first down out of it. And look, you can get it to your fastest player, by all means.
That's right, kids. It's an under route.
They'll go double tight ends. Latchkey back at the running back spot. Springdale run primarily out of this formation. I'll update a offensive line change that the Dogs have made.
Ooh.
Here's Pounders on the zone read. He's going to get a couple up to the 40. Ball's loose. They're going to say he was down.
He gets hammered at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did. It's going to be a 2-yard pickup up to the 40-yard line.
2nd down and 7 for the Dogs.
Joshua Salazar's checked in at the right guard spot. They've kicked Gus Perez out to the right tackle spot for Gio Alvarez. 4 wide receiver set. Clock running at 11:20 to go. Just underway here, second half. Pounders to throw. Pressure coming. And he's going to go down back at the 32-yard line. Perez didn't pick up the blitzer, and it's going to bring up a long 3rd down. It's good defense there by the Cats.
Yeah, Urban.
Jack goes down for the 4th time tonight.
Urban just great pursuit, right straight to Pounders. Makes the stop for the Cats. Backs them up. 3rd down and 16 now.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and very long. Winds up being an 8-yard loss. Springdale tonight on 3rd downs, 3 out of 7. They came in at 32%. I'd imagine if this has got to be that 4 birds with an under, right? I mean, it's been the most successful play you've
Absolutely.
had. Tajon Sparks not in the ball game at the moment. Oh, check that. He is out, and that ball's intercepted. It's going to be returned by Amari. It's Trejo.
And Tario does a great job of just being in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, Tario with the interception, the pick 6, and Springdale's now in trouble.
Wow.
Now that's not what they had drawn up, and a great play there by the Har-Ber defense, and they're going to go up 20-6 pending the extra point.
Yeah, that happened fast. Tario doing a good job just getting up, getting the ball, having the presence of mind to hold on to it, and just take off running. Extra point team on the field for the Cats. Gomez lined up for the extra point. Snap is down and the kick is up. And the kick is good. 21-6, Cats lead. With 10:27 left to go in the 3rd quarter. We're going to be back right after this, folks.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
.30-yard interception return leads to a 15-point Har-Ber lead. It's a great play there. I was telling you during the break, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Amari Tario, just pushed up field, got in the passing lane. Ball hit him in the hands. You catch it, you take off.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual, though. Defensive guys, they get presence like that. Usually they drop, and at least I would, but great athleticism by Tario. Oh! Knuckleball off the face mask.
Tajon Sparks going to come up with it at the 11, but Springdale off to a really, really tough start here in the second half.
Yep. Cats intercept one, score it, and then almost turn over a kickoff. So they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the 12.
This becomes, with 10:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter, you talk about important drives.
Yeah,
for Springdale, this is it. You're banged up on the offensive line. You're really struggling just moving the football. You've just turned it over, pick 6. You got to settle everything down here. It's Tajon Sparks out to the 16-yard line.
Ashton Stewart shoving him out of bounds there.
He's going to get a couple there. It looks like they'll put him down at the 16, so it winds up being a 5-yard pickup for Springdale. So it's second down. We'll call it 5. Pounders to Sparks. Nowhere to go. It's going to wind up being about a 2-yard loss, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, Ray just doing a good job of staying home, taking on the run. And that'd be another lost yardage tackle.
Yeah, went back to the same play they just ran, trying to get a little bit more out of it. This one winds up being a 2-yard loss. Now you're down at 3rd and 8. And Springdale 3 out of 8 thus far on third downs tonight. You know, they need something positive.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good play to the wide side of the field, but the short side, you got the 12th guy.
It's going to be a 4 wide receiver set. Clock running, 9:25 to go, third quarter. Perez, the running back, alongside Jack Pounders. Pounders with plenty of time now, looking for some room, and he's going to go down at the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Pounders just nowhere to go. Stepping up to make the play there is McGee for the Cats. That's going to bring a 4th down. Here comes the kick team.
This will be Chris Cortez, third punt of the night. 2 punts tonight, 43 yards. Dropping back for Har-Ber. Britt Witchen, he'll put his feet at the 49 of Har-Ber. Springdale looks like they're short a guy.
I don't know. I mean, I'm scratching my bald head trying to understand if you're on the punt team, get out there on the field.
Yeah, it's been an issue tonight. And now we got a flag down. Looks like an illegal substitution.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Springdale now 7 penalties, and these are becoming the self-destructive type.
Right.
Ball will be moved back to the 9. Witchen will move up to about the 46. As Har-Ber's going to get great field position. Kicks away. It's a good kick, end over end. Witchen going to take it at the 50. This is Britt Witchen. Inside the 35, he's got room. 30, cuts back, 30-yard line. He's going to be dragged down at the 20-yard line. And
that was a great kick return, punt return. Witchen doing a good job of just full acceleration, slamming on the air brakes, cutting it back inside. He did it twice, picked up 10 extra yards each time. Now the Cats will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 21.
Good return there. 30-yard return is going to give them the football at the 21-yard line.
That puts a lot of pressure now on the Bulldog defense.
It really does, especially with 8:18. And Har-Ber was starting to find some things at the end of the first half. And now you're in a position, if you're Har-Ber, you can put this thing almost on ice.
Yeah. Yeah. Once Har-Ber finds the weakness, they're just going to start pouring into that weakness. Richardson dropping back, looking left. He's got a little room. He's going to run it. He's going to get to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, good play. I mean, don't force it now. The 15-point lead.
Yeah, they've got some time. Another Bulldog down on the field. I think they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them, folks. 8:05 to go in the third. 21-6, Cats over the Dogs. We'll be back right after this.
The heartwarming hit, Disney's Winnie the Pooh, is about to arrive at Walton Arts Center. Join Pooh, Christopher Robin, and all their friends from the 100-Acre Wood for this beautiful new musical stage adaptation by Rockefeller Productions and Disney Theatrical Productions. Playing October 21st and 22nd for 4 performances only. Get your tickets today at waltonartscenter.org.
Are you ready for a new career opportunity? Ready for
teamwork.
Ready for
competitive benefits.
Ready for
A friendly culture.
ready for
Stability and growth.
ready for
Limitless opportunities.
Cintas, ready for the workday.
Hi, everyone. everybody. It's me, Elle, and Bruiser. You know, from the smash hit musical, Legally Blonde. It's a woman's world, and I'm boldly going where no blonde has gone before. And having so much fun, it ought to be illegal. Live on stage, Legally Blonde, the musical.
At Walton Arts Center, October 14th through the 16th. Tickets at waltonartscenter.org.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville and Springdale.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
The heartwarming hit, Disney's Winnie the Pooh, is about to arrive at Walton Arts Center. Join Pooh, Christopher Robin, and all their friends from the 100-Acre Wood for this beautiful new musical stage adaptation by Rockefeller Productions and Disney Theatrical Productions. Playing October 21st and 22nd for 4 performances only. Get your tickets today at waltonartscenter.org.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Good old Mother Nature and time. Two elements that are unforgiving to any fence. At Sands Fencing, we know Northwest Arkansas can have some crazy weather. That's why we build beautiful quality custom fences designed to stand strong against time and weather. Whether you're new in town or your roots run deep, here's the number you need to keep. Call Sands Fencing today. Get a Sands fence at your place.
Welcome back, folks. Appreciate you tuning in, staying with us here. 8:05 to go in the third quarter, 21-6. Cats in the lead. Looks like everything is all right. Walked off on his own power.
Yeah, Kane Pinto. There was a scary moment there. I mean, he was laying motionless on the field, and they brought the stretcher out, and then at some point he just sort of rolled over and walked off under his own power. A great situation, and it was funny because I was watching him as he was sort of walking off the field, and he turned around as his teammates were going onto the field, and the trainers were like, "No, you can't. You're done. You're done for the night."
Right.
So Springdale's going to be without Kane Pinto. It looks like for a period here. But glad to see him up and moving, and just one of those situations where you just don't like to see. But glad he's up and moving under his own power.
2nd and 6 for the Cats. Ball's at the 17-yard line. Cats come to the line of scrimmage. 2 split to the top, 2 down to the bottom. There's the snap. Richardson has the ball, throws it over the top, and that is going to be pass interference.
Yeah, it's just that's an old school spread play. Zach Clark, when he was here, called it pipe. It's just a running back seam right down the middle. Michael Dickerson was beat, and interfered, and it's going to be an automatic first down. And I'm thinking they'll probably be half the distance there, but Har-Ber should get the first down out of it.
There are some situations where pass interference to save a touchdown is justified. So that will be a first down. First and goal for the Cats. Ball's at the 8-yard line. There they come to the line of scrimmage. They got two stacked to the top, one split down to the bottom. They'll bring one in motion across to the bottom of the screen. That's Brewer. There's a snap. Brewer gets the ball up the middle. He's going to get down to the 1. Be second and goal from the 1.
Just good push here, and I mean this isn't complicated. They're lining up, and they're running inside zone. Let Brewer pick the hole and drag people with them.
So 2 again to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here comes Brewer. There's the snap. Brewer up the middle, and that's a touchdown for the Har-Ber Wildcats. That's basically just keep doing it till you can stop us.
And that's what they ended the first half doing. That they first touchdown was obviously a pick 6, but I mean, it's not complicated.
Right.
You just do it till they can't stop it, or until they can figure out a way to stop it.
Gomez on for the extra point for the Cats. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And just like that, the Cats 28, the Bulldogs 6 with 7:19 to go in the third. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back right after this quick commercial break.
It's Smoothie King time.
$7:19 to go in the third quarter, 28-6 our score. Justin Gomez has it teed up, back deep for Springdale's Marion Manuel, Tajon Sparks. And 14 points here to start the quarter has sort of kicked the door open, and we're teetering on that point where this thing could get out of control.
Yeah, I think Cats basically just figured out, it's kind of one of those deals where you just keep applying pressure where the weak spots are, and they've tacked on 14 points.
Ball's going to chase the Marion Manuel into the end zone, and now Springdale will start 1st and 10 after the touchback at the 20-yard line. And this becomes a very, very important drive for Springdale. If you're going to try and keep yourself in the ball game, this becomes incredibly important.
Yeah, fourth quarter gain depends on this possession and finishing strong. 7 minutes is a lot of time for the third quarter.
Sure, look, you got a whole fourth quarter to go, but Springdale's got to put some plays together.
Yeah, they've got to keep the ball on offense for themselves, and then they've got to put some points on the board.
So Pounders will bring the offense out. Again, they are playing shorthanded here. Okay, Nasrud no longer in the lineup. He hurt himself on the first drive. Joe Alvarez, the big right tackle, not in the ball game. Springdale going to go 4 wide here. Pounders in the shotgun. Har-Ber shows blitz. Pounders down the middle. Pass behind Tajon Sparks, incomplete.
Cade Klingscale's there on the defense for the Cats. I'll bring up 2nd down and 10, 7:16 to go in the third.
Pounders 11 out of 17, 96 yards in the ball game. A lot of that on the underneath stuff to Tajon Sparks. Tajon, the leading receiver in the ball game for Springdale with 3 catches, 62 yards. Springdale's going to need some chunk plays here and a couple of defensive stops to get back in this.
Yep.
2nd down, 10, ball at the 20-yard line, 3 wide receivers set. Pounders in trouble, throws it. That ball was nearly caught and intercepted.
Yeah.
Just not a Not the kind of throw you want here.
I couldn't tell where he was throwing it. It looked like he was looking left and then threw it right, but fortunately there's a receiver there.
They had a screen set up on the far side. The defensive back on the far side, I'm going to catch his number here in a second. I think it was Pack again, jumped it. And when he turned around, he looked for Perez and just sort of threw it in his general direction. And that's that's a young quarterback without a lot of experience, just trying to make a play.
Sure. I'd like to see Pounders, though, in those situations, just tuck it and run. He's athletic enough. He can get 3 or 4 or 5 yards.
3rd down, 10. Springdale has missed on its last 6 third down conversion attempts. Here's the screen trying to look for Chris Cortez. It sails over his head. It's going to bring up 4th down. Springdale's going to have to kick it again, a 3 and out. The Springdale offense just sputtering here out of the second half.
Yeah, that wasn't good execution, that's for sure.
So on comes the punt team.
Some of them. I think they're all there this time. They need a big punt here to take some pressure off of the defense.
Chris Cortez back in punt formation, averaging 42 yards per kick. Last time a 30-yard return by Witchen. This one off the side of his foot. It's going to go towards the Har-Ber sideline. It's going to get over the 50-yard line. Good roll. It's going to go out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So good kick, and Har-Ber's going to start again with really good field position.
Yeah, that does take some pressure off the Dogs, so it's going to be good for them on defense. Now they just got to keep it close, right? Get the Cats off the field, keep a touchdown out of the playbooks here for the Cats, and then live to get the offense again on the field. So the Cats will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 46. 6:59 to go in the third. So Richardson will come. He'll back at shotgun. 2 split to the bottom, 2 split to the top for the Cats. There's the snap. Richardson drops back, looks left, throws deep downfield. Blige Cook, and he's way overthrown there. That is incomplete.
We talked about it coming out of the break. Who's going to start to stretch the field? There's your shot play.
Yeah.
And it's a safe throw. I mean, he's one-on-one. Cook and Sparks, you just throw it up high and far and put it in a position where only your guy can get it. It's a smart throw. I mean, he's not lighting it up from a passing standpoint. He's 3 out of 8 for 46 yards, but he's taking care of the football. He's run it well, and he hasn't turned it over, and that's what you're asking from a sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, Sparks is on the outside of the ball, though, so you need to underthrow those so we can get put him in a position and get it. Up the middle, picks up 7, maybe 6 yards, it looks like. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Cats. 3 to the top of your screen. Richardson drops it off the top of the screen. That's Wood. Wood will get the 1st down, picks up 10, 15, gets out of bounds, 20 yards past the yard to make for the 1st down. That's a big positive yards for the offense for the Cats.
Yeah, his first catch of the ball game is going to get him into deep into Springdale territory. It's a 24-yard pickup, and you're starting to see that offense start to pick up a little bit of pace here. At this point, everything's open to him. Everything's working.
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top for the Cats. There's the snap. Hands it off up the middle. Outside left edge. Carlton will get tackled after about maybe a yard. I mean, 2nd down and 9 for the Cats.
30 yards on this drive, and Har-Ber pretty much doing what they want. Springdale's defense, I mean, look, this is it. I mean, this is the drive. You got to get a turnover, no points.
Carlton on the right-hand side looking for some seam, gets the backside edge, and makes something out of nothing there. He's going to pick up 5 yards. Throwing up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Springdale just couldn't get a handle on him. Detrayon Woodfork comes away with the tackle, and now you're looking at 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, just inside the Storms orthodontics red zone. Cats come with 2 to the top of your screen, 1 split down to the bottom. offsides by Springdale.
And that's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, it's kind of inexcusable when you're right in front of the football to be jumping off sides of defense, but so 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 15-yard line, 5:08 to go in the third. 2 split to the top, 1 split to the bottom of your screen. Richardson back at quarterback. Drops back, looks left, looks for the corner. In and out of the hands of Cook. Looks like it was tipped.
We're going to get a personal foul. It's going to be roughing the passer. They're going to get Alexander Santana hit Richardson late. He took a big pop, stood in there, delivered the ball. As Mary Emanuel nearly coming up with it, but it's just going to be a personal foul. And we talked about it at the beginning, discipline, penalties, and Springdale has not had it tonight. Lots of penalties. This one's going to hurt because it's going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah, you got to take every opportunity as you can, and Springdale's just not doing themselves any favors. So it's 1st and goal. The ball is at the 7-yard line. Two split to the top of your screen, 1 down to the bottom. Carlton behind Richardson. There's the snap. Carlton will get it. No, Richardson keeps to the left-hand side.
It's
Buchanan.
Yep.
It's like they're moving pretty fast for Richardson. Yeah, Buchanan doing a good job of just reading and keeping the ball, pulling it out, and taking it in for the Cat touchdown.
Now, Har-Ber's done a nice job taking advantage of mistakes. The defense has played really well here in the third quarter. I mean, you scored 20 points. We talked about coming out of the break, who was going to be sharp, and it's been all Har-Ber.
So Gomez back for the extra point. Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. 35-6. Cats in the lead with 4:44 to go in the third. We'll be back right after this.
.444 to go, third quarter. Justin Gomez has it teed up back deep for Springdale. Tajon Sparks and Marion Manuel. 35-6 our score. Glad you're with us here on Springdale Public Schools Television. Where are you guys next week?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good. We're at Rogers, so you're at home with Bentonville West.
Bentonville West.
Yes, who at last check was leading Rogers 14-0. High end over end kicks. Going to come back to Zamarian Manuel. Hits at the 2. Lets it go into the end zone for another touchback. So Springdale's going to get the football here. With 4:44 to go in the third quarter, and you're at that point right now where not much has gone right.
Well, and every possession on offense for the Dogs is an important possession.
So Pounders brings the offense out. They are shorthanded again tonight. And Latchkey Kanagaki is going to check back in. Looks like they're going to go back to that 2 tight end set that was so effective on the first drive. Really, since that point, Har-Ber's defense has done a really nice job defending this Springdale offense. Pounders will throw. Scott Tevin Tate overshoots him at the 40-yard line. Incomplete.
Yeah, Whitson doing a good job of getting over there, just not getting in the way since it was overthrown. No use to forcing a penalty.
Well, I can update the West score. They're up 21-0 on Rogers. That Bentonville West team, I talked to Brian Pratt during August. He felt like they were a dark horse candidate to win the conference. Got off slow, but they are rolling now. Played real well last week against us, beating Rogers this week. Second down 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Here's Pounders. in trouble. Now he's going to slip away. Trying to get outside, he's going to go down. It's going to wind up being a sack for a 3-yard loss. Now, well, wait a minute. Now he's still fighting in there. And it's still going to be a sack, but it's going to wind up being a 2-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. And right now, this Springdale offense is simply in reverse.
That was literally the entire defense for the Cats on the tackle there. Good job from Pounders, just not giving up, not quitting.
3rd and 12. Springdale 3 out of 10 on 3rd downs tonight. Came in at 32%. Haven't converted one since the first quarter. The first quarter where, it's 7-6 at the end of the first quarter, you're like, okay, we're into a real defensive battle here. And since then, it has been nothing but Har-Ber.
Yeah, the second
28 straight points. Pounders in trouble, gets away. The 10-yard line, now he's out to the 20, trying to get near the first down yardage, and he gets to about the 28. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Springdale right now really struggling to block this Har-Ber front. They are bringing a lot of zone dog pressures. Got a lot of guys coming off the edge, and we've got a player down at the 28. I think that might be Jack Pounders. No, that's a Har-Ber player. Sorry about that. It's 4th down, and they're going to send out the punt team with 3:24 to go. Trey Serrano's going to drop back deep for Har-Ber.
Trey is super fast.
5th punt of the night for the Springdale punter, Chris Cortez. He's averaged 40.3 so far. This one's not going to be as far. This is going to take a bounce at the 42, take a Har-Ber roll, and they'll down it at the 43. Simpson downs it there, and Har-Ber's got the football back here with a chance to put this thing completely out of reach and reach the sportsmanship rule.
Yep. 1st and 10. The Cats will have it at the 43. 35-6, 2:54 to go in the 3rd. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a great night of football here in Springdale. I mean, the weather's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fall. It's been a
full moon out.
Full moon-ish. I don't know if it's full or not, but the fans, the bleachers been full. It's Gerald Williams. In the booth.
We had Gerald here for Coach Williams for a little bit. Got to talk a little football with him. That's never a bad thing.
Never. Trips to the top of the screen for the Cats. There's the snap, dropping back. That's Richardson, a quarterback. Throws right. Caught just as he steps out of bounds. It's going to be complete.
It's Tallman with the reception on the far side.
His first reception for the night. That'll move the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 44. Again, trips to the top of the screen. Snap, quick pass to the top. That's Wood. Wood will get hit at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Good play there by Tajon Sparks to hold him to no gain.
I believe that's Cook. It's kind of hard to see when you're in Tawnytown and you're. Again, same formation. Hands it off to Carlton. Carlton, plenty of room. Gets the 1st down. He's going to tack on 5 on top of that. That'll be a 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Cats.
Yeah, good play there. Just collapsed the right side of the Springdale defensive line. And when you get that kind of push, man, you can do a whole bunch of stuff.
2:17 to go in the 3rd. Cats driving again. They've got 3 to the top again. Carlton behind Richardson. There's the snap. Richardson's dropping back. Carlton has the ball in the scrum. And they're going to finally, call the whistle. But he's got forward progress. They'll pick up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Carlton now 35 yards rushing. Leading rusher in the game is Brewer, 63 yards total.
Well, I guess he was just tying a shoe. I thought we had one down. The Cats at the line of scrimmage, 3 to the top, 1 split down to the bottom. Dumps it to the top to Buchanan. Buchanan trying to do something. He's going to lose a yard. They'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
And this play has been real successful for them tonight. Springdale read it well, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Har-Ber 3 out of 6 on 3rd downs tonight.
.51 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Cats just being a little methodical about it. Same formation, 3 at the top of the screen. Richardson takes the snap, drops back, throws downfield, has a man open. That is tipped and caught. Touchdown for the Har-Ber Wildcats.
That's good heads-up play there by Tallman.
And talking about great situation awareness.
Yeah, they ran they ran that screen. You pump it. Springdale's been burned on that a couple times this year. You pump it to the screen guy. Defensive backs jump up. Cook was open. It just couldn't come down with the ball. But lucky bounce right to Tallman for the 6.
Gomez snap is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 42-6 with 29 seconds to go in the 3rd, folks. Taking a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
At Whole Pet, we're an independently owned family business located in Arkansas. We're passionate about helping dogs and cats live their healthiest and best lives.
Just so friendly and professional. They have such a good selection of healthy dog foods and treats, toys, grooming.
From healthy foods and treats to supplies to luxurious spa grooming services and more, you and your pet will leave happy after getting the most professional and courteous service around. Whole Pet in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith.
29 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, 42-6 our score. So now we are into the sportsmanship rules. So the clock will continue to run. It will stop on change of possession and touchdowns. So the 4th quarter will go pretty quickly, and this has got to be a big. It's got to buoy the spirits of the Har-Ber Wildcats, who came in 0-5. Really, had some played well last week for 3 quarters against Heritage, but couldn't put it all together. And now, this is a 4-quarter performance they can certainly build on. Here's Zamarian at the 6. He's got room. Zamarian Manuel now running down the sideline. Zamarian's going to be run out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So good return there for Springdale.
Hernandez doing a good job of saving a touchdown.
That's Zamarian's longest return of the year, down to the 26. And we've got a Har-Ber Wildcat that is down.
Yeah, I can't see his number.
So while they tend to him, we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Springdale Public Schools television. Let's go, Mez.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ten seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Springdale's got it, 1st and 10, ball at the 24-yard line. Springdale with a 2 tight end set. Here's Kanagaki. He's going to get down to the 20-yard line, and that'll be the last play of the quarter.
Hernandez there on the stop for the Cats. That is going to be the end of the 3rd.
Yep, that's the end of 3 quarters. 42-6 our score. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter. You're watching Springdale Public Schools television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
We get set to start the fourth quarter here at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. 42-6 our score. Springdale will have it. It'll be 2nd down and 6. And it's a luxury for Har-Ber. This is something they haven't had a chance to do a whole lot this season, is get some guys in that haven't had a whole ton of playing time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's kind of, I mean, it's a breath of fresh air, obviously, and it's good for the Cats, obviously, get as many players in, because that's just going to benefit the Cats down the road as the season drags on.
2nd down, 6. Ball at the 20-yard line. Kanagaki's the running back. Pounders with the play fake. In trouble. Passes batted away and taken away. And they're going to call that a fumble and a recovery.
It's Ray on the sack and fumble recovery. And he was just untouched, unchallenged as he came in.
Yeah, it was just a delayed blitz, Ray, with the heads-up play there by Ray. Not only did he knock it loose.
Had the situation where he pick it up and go, yeah.
Sure did. So Har-Ber's going to get the football back at the 40-yard line, a 15-yard return.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Cats. 11:43 to go in the game, 42-6. Cats with a comfortable lead. But I suspect the Cats are going to probably do their best to add to that. 2 to the top, 1 split to the bottom. There's the handoff. There's a flag on the play. Serrano on the carry for the Cats. He's going to pick up a yard. He's 2nd and 9. There's a snap. Serrano again, left-hand side's got some room. He's going to be hard to catch. Very fast. And then he's going to break it for a touchdown. That is a touchdown for Har-Ber Wildcats. Trey Serrano on the carry. There is a flag on the play at the 42.
Is that a flag or is that equipment?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's equipment.
All right.
So it's going to count. It's a great block here. I think it was Hayden Wood with the block, had a pancake block out there that kind of sprung him past the final defender.
So the extra point team on for the Cats. Wood for the hold. There's the snap. There's the kick. And the kick is good. 49-6. Cats in the lead. 10:47 to go in the game. Taking a quick break, folks. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Justin Gomez on to kick it off. 10:47 to go here in the ball game. 49-6 is our score. This is a 14-6 game at one point, and Har-Ber has just hit the gas and pulled away.
Yeah, they've stayed on the gas pedal the whole time. And I'll be honest, this is the first time all season the Cats have really done that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of nice for them, obviously, to get a lead, maintain the lead, and then get fresh legs out there, new players to get some action on Friday night.
Back deep for Springdale, Tajon Sparks, Zamarian Manuel. Zamarian with a 70-yard kick return the last time he touched it. And he may get another chance here. No, that one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So Springdale take over 1st and 10. Ball's at the 20-yard line. You guys will be at home next week for Bentonville West, who at last check was leading Rogers. A very interesting Rogers team, 28-14. Rogers went into Fayetteville, beat the Purple Dogs. Now we got a flag down here. No, what's the call? It's like a sportsmanlike conduct against Springdale, so that'll back them up. And we talked about discipline being part of this game and all the emotion that goes into it. And They're going to march that one back to the 10-yard line, and that's where Springdale's offense will take over. Springdale will be on the road next week against that Rogers team that I just mentioned. Rogers down 14 right now to Bentonville West. Fayetteville was up 24-7 the last time I checked in their ball game and trying to get a score on the Bentonville Heritage game. 1st and 10 for Springdale. Kanagaki's the running back. Tevin Tate in motion. Here's Latchkey trying to find a little bit of room. Nothing there, and it's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Ray doing a good job coming up, tripping him up.
Receivers coming in, big guys coming off. Devin Williams, Marcus Shepard going to check in. Latchkey, Tevin Tate will check out. And this is, this is one of those games I think Springdale felt they had a shot in.
Right.
And to be on a 43 points down, I think it's going to be really, really difficult when they go back to practice on Monday. Injuries certainly played a large part in it. Springdale's got a lot of work to do as they go to practice on Monday. This is Devin Williams giving ground, now trying to get it back, and he's going to wind up with a 4-yard loss, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
Alex Reynolds on the stop for the Cats, doing a good job. He missed it first, but then stayed with the pursuit, made the tackle from behind.
Clock running, 9:30 to go in the ball game. Pounders has gone all the way at quarterback. And this a 3rd down and long. Pounders fires to Cortez, caught at the 5, got a little room out across the 10-yard line, not going to be near enough, and Springdale's going to have to kick.
Great job by the Cats, just coming up, making the stop. That's Daspit making the stop for the Cats.
So the punt team comes on. 8:45 to go in the ball game. Looks like Witchen's going to drop back deep.
Witchen's very dangerous. So
Springdale's 2 guys short right now on their punt team.
Well, I think it's fan night, so the first 2 fans on the field get to participate in the punt for the Springdale Bulldogs. They're 2 short. 1 comes on the field.
There's still 1 short.
Yep. Well. 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Cortez gets it away. It's going to hit at the 37. It's going to take a little side roll. And it'll be down at the 41-yard line, and that's where Har-Ber will take over with 7:55 to go in the ball game.
Interesting approach to the punt team. So 1st and 10 for the Cats. They'll have the ball at the 41-yard line. You can join my Mr. Mom reference.
I did. I used that one today.
Did you?
Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Never gets old.
No, absolutely not.
All right, Cats on the field, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That is going to be a no-go for the Cats. 2nd down and 10.
Samuel Barranco in there getting some playing time. He had a hamstring injury after the first game against Harrison. Good to see him back in the lineup.
Lots of new Cats coming in. See Luke Greep coming in for the Cats. We got a Bulldog down. Give them a minute here. We're going to take a quick break with 6:58 to go, 49-6. Cats in the lead. We'll be back right after this.
Go.
Oh, I think he got stripped. Runs the ball downfield.
What? This is okay. So that coming out of the timeout, they ran that inside zone. There was a scrum, and apparently the ball came loose. Michael Dickerson picks it up and takes it back for a touchdown. That's the second year in a row that Michael Dickerson's had a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing because I was looking at you banging on the window trying to get it back from a commercial.
Springdale's going to get the 6. It's a defensive touchdown, and
takes all sides.
All kinds, I guess. So Michael Dickerson with the fumble recovery for the touchdown, and now Springdale going to have to, I'm imagining they'll go for 2. And it looks like they're going to go for 2. So, yeah, they gave him the touchdown and finally getting the chains down. I think everybody in the stadium just kind of stopped as Michael Dickerson took off out of the pile. Now Springdale will send the offense out to try and convert on the 2-point conversion. Sparks in motion. Pounders. Fires. And incomplete, so the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 6:29 to go. No, they're going to say it was good. Did you see it?
I did not see that good.
I didn't see anybody signal it. So yeah, so did I. So I didn't see anybody signal that it was a.
What are we even doing here?
Yeah, that's a great question. 6:29 to go in the ball game. The 2-point conversion's good. So our new score is 49-14. And now Springdale will kick it off. And so as I was saying, 6:29 to go. Things have gotten kind of weird up here. You know,
the people at home are just scratching their head. Well, like, what are these idiots doing?
It just got past 9:30, so it's the witching hour. And,
you're 3 hours
honestly,
past your bedtime.
There was not one official that signaled that it was good. Marcus Shepard just kind of turned away. And
their arms are tired.
Yeah, I get it. So Brandon Barron will kick it off for Springdale. Kick team on its way out. Looks like we had a penalty as well, the personal foul. So Springdale kick off from Har-Ber's 45-yard line.
But they're going to line up at the 40.
We missed a lot on that.
Yeah, I'm Donald.
Zach, how you doing? Great
nice
to meet you. You work here?
I just got here.
Whew. Brandon Barron's got it teed up. Looks like Springdale's going to try an onside kick here. Barron. It's picked up by Carlton, and he's going to get back to about the 41-yard line.
That's probably the last guy you want to kick it to.
Yeah, well, he was trying to get that. Springdale did this earlier in the year, where they got that big hop that you like, and then they came down with it. So with 6:26 to go, Har-Ber will take over, and now you just now you get young guys in. Last 6 minutes or so, it'll go by pretty quick, and you're just trying to get some young guys some experience.
Well, we appreciate you guys staying with us here tonight at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. I'm Donald Tucker. He's Zach Arns. 49-14, Cats over the Dogs. So far, 6:26 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, Richardson's gone all the way at quarterback.
That he has. 2 at the top, 1 down at the bottom. There's the snap, hands it off. Right-hand side, that's Serrano. Serrano is going to pick up 5.
And Bryce Essex has actually checked in at the quarterback spot.
Oh, all right. I like how the jerseys scrunch up. So is it 19? Is it 18?
The 19, 18, 8s and 9s.
Yeah, it's the 3s,
a little
the
difficult.
2s. They're all. We've been complaining about the charcoal color jerseys.
Yep.
I don't think
those actually are outlawed now.
That's good. I think somebody read all my letters. 2nd down and 4 for the Cats. Cats slowly letting this clock drain off. 5 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap. Hands it off, left-hand side, gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up 2 yards on the forward progress.
And if you're Har-Ber, you use 30, 35 of the 40 seconds on that clock, and you just drain this thing as much as you can.
Yeah. That's Keegan Smith there on the carry for the Cats. 3rd down and 2.
Play clock now at 10, and they're going to push this thing right up against it, aren't they?
Yep.
It looks like they may plan on just taking a timeout here, and they do.
Well, we're going to take it with them. 49-14, Cats in the lead, 4:36 to go. We'll be back right after this.
The heartwarming hit, Disney's Winnie the Pooh, is about to arrive at Walton Arts Center. Join Pooh, Christopher Robin, and all their friends from the 100-Acre Wood for this beautiful new musical stage adaptation by Rockefeller Productions and Disney Theatrical Productions. Playing October 21st and 22nd for 4 performances only. Get your tickets today at waltonartscenter.org.
Welcome back. Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Cats with the ball. They've got the lead. Hands it off up the middle. It's going to be a first down for the Cats. Again, on the carry for the Cats, it's Keegan Smith.
They're getting some time here. Young guys now out there for Har-Ber getting some quality play minutes.
That he is.
You know, this sort of experience, I mean, you've done it, I've done it, sort of experience is stuff that later on you look back on and, you launched your career, whether it was on a Friday night, Richardson's going to get his first career victory. It's a big deal.
That it is. Plus, it's invaluable. You can practice all day long, but until you play on Friday night, it's totally different. The speed's different. The tempo's different.
Har-Ber just letting that clock just trickle down and going to get out of here with their first victory of 2022.
That is the case. Smith with the carry again, picks up 4. 2nd down and 6. 3 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the ball game.
You just, my coaches were just run it again.
Yeah.
Again. Just keep running it, and the clock's your friend. Just don't get anybody hurt. Get out of here and go celebrate.
Well, we got some sponsors while we have a moment here. We'd like to thank McCarty, Chevy, Jeep, and Ram for supporting athletics here in Springdale. Sure appreciate them. Storms Orthodontics, obviously you've heard them tonight on the Storms Orthodontics Red Zone. That snap is over the shoulder. And it's going to be tackled, looks like about the 47.
Just one of those, young guys, haven't played a whole bunch, little excited, get out of your technique, snap goes a little high.
Legacy National Bank. Appreciate Legacy National Bank. Tyson Foods, sure appreciate those guys. Clay Maxey of Northwest Arkansas. I drove by Clay Maxey this morning. They've got a lot of nice vehicles on the lot. Not a lot of places have vehicles nowadays. They've got quite a few. Northwest Health System, we've been broadcasting all night high above Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium for Northwest Health System Suite. There's the snap for the Cats. He's going to keep it up the middle.
That's a good run right there. I mean, that makes it 4th down and manageable.
Essex doing a good job at just finding some daylight.
Just a little quarterback draw, take off up the middle, find some space.
Millennium Chiropractic and Favorite Chiropractic. Sure appreciate those guys supporting athletics in Springdale. And Slim Chickens and Zaxby's.
Love it.
Yep. Speaking of loving it, Harp's Foods, I can sure use some Martha Harp rolls. Incomplete. Pass intended for number 6 for the Cats.
Yeah, Springdale will get the football back here with a chance to maybe get 2 or 3 plays off. And, it's been a fun night, a fun week. We've, I don't get over to the blue side of town very often, but got to see everybody over there, Tiffany and all the folks over at WCSN, and got to hang out with you for an evening.
Yeah. I mean, that in itself was
that
worth
in itself
gold.
was worth the price of admission.
What did it cost you to get in?
Oh,
nothing.
Boy. Well, I can't really tell you because
is that a compliment?
Well, they tell me to be nice to you.
Oh, at my age.
Absolutely. So Springdale's going to take over. 1st and 10, ball at 43. It's 2 running backs set. 44 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Latchkey Kanagaki. Helmet's going to come off. They got to blow that dead.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, that was a really big hit.
That's Hernandez on the tackle for the Cats. It's not very often you hit Latchkey that hard that his helmet pops off.
It's going to wind up being a 4-yard gain. Springdale going to have to put some going to have to get some new personnel on the field. They don't have to run a play if they don't want to. Play clock's at 23. Game clock at 15, but they're going to run one more, it looks like. It's going to be the final play of the ball game. And our final score tonight, Har-Ber 49, Springdale 14. Har-Ber goes to 1-2 in conference play. Springdale falls to 1-2, and now the race for the 6th playoff spot is on.
It is. Yep. 3 places, the 3 people in spot there.
Yep. Heritage, Har-Ber, Springdale, and Southside, all kind of jockeying for that final playoff spot right now.
Each game's important here on out. I mean, not that none of them are unimportant, but at this point on, you kind of backed yourself in a corner. At least the Cats have backed themselves in a corner, and now you got to win. You got to win going forward. Everyone's important.
Yeah, every game's very, very important. As I mentioned, Donald will be back home. They've got Bentonville West coming in. Springdale will be on the road. They're going to head up to Rogers to take on the Rogers Mounties. Final thoughts?
Man, it's been an absolute pleasure.
I love doing it, man. I love hanging out with you for an evening. They don't let us do it very often. Hey, if you're around the 22nd, Springdale Hall of Fame inductions are.
That's right. October 22nd.
Rumor is the talent and the entertainment that night is going to be outstanding.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Huh. This year I got jokes.
Are you the entertainment? Because I don't think it qualifies as entertainment.
Oh, I got jokes this year.
Oh,
trust me, I've spent a year.
I've heard your jokes. They're not that great.
I've spent a year writing jokes.
Oh, I'd prefer you to steal your jokes from people that are actually funny instead of just making your own jokes up.
Well, if you're around.
Because usually your jokes are just really a Donald Tucker roast.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
22nd over at the Apollo on Emma. If you're in town, it's going to be a fun night. We'll get to relive some memories. Got some two members of the 2005 Springdale Football Championship team will be inducted on the 22nd. So our final score tonight, Har-Ber 49, Springdale 14. We will talk to you next week. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.